All right, all right, all right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of David E. Taylor Full Frontal Exposure, where your opinion is a lie. Tonight, what we're going to do, first ever open panel night. So let me see. This is the first time I've ever done this, so stand by. Let me copy the link. Okay. Snap. Paste. There we go. Okay. Wait, hang on. I might need to paste it again. I think I might have deleted a letter by accident. Yeah, okay. Softly now, everybody. Softly. Can everybody hear okay? So there's a StreamYard key. If anybody wants to join tonight, we'll leave it open discussion. We'll talk anything David E. Taylor, questions, comments, concerns, fuck, whatever. So it's open discussion, man. Stream's open. I guess we could start it where we all started, was David's deposition back in what, 2017? I know. Tony, why aren't these cameras working anymore from CBS? So how's everybody doing tonight on Friday? Operator 5781, Chickpea, we got you in here. Booty Bandit, what's up? We got the original Booty Bandit. Chris Com, 5781, what up? Chickpea, good to see you. Michael Perry in the motherfucking house. All right, Chris Com. Matthew Sharp in the motherfucking house. You guys, there's a link. So this is open. This is an open discussion board tonight. I can have up to 6 people because I'm not paying for StreamYard yet. But if you guys want to, this is open discussion night. Kennedy Mueller in the house. What up? What up? Yeah, let's get the stream built up a little bit. Smash that like. We'll talk anything David E. Taylor tonight. You want to ask questions about the federal lawsuit? You want to ask questions about the residential centers, the tax, all that shit. Any questions you guys want to ask? Open mic night tonight. Matthew Moore in the house. Hello, good evening. He had a Luther burger last night. I can have up to 6 people on the panel because I'm going to do a panel tonight. If you guys want to come on, StreamYard links is there. Don't be scared, guys. You guys see my face all the fucking time. Don't be scared. David's all, yeah, God's glory is Uber Eats with a fucking 20-piece and 5 fucking Big Macs. What's up, Matthew Moore? Click on the link, Booty Bandit. There's a link I just posted in the chat. All you got to do is click on the link and you should pop up here. And I should be able to admit you to the chat. Yeah, I just posted it. Stand by, I'll post it again. This is my first time using StreamYard, so you know. Yeah, how's David E. Taylor getting on with his $2.2 million lawsuit? Y'all bow down to motherfucking Lord Pender in the house. Get on your motherfucking knees and bow to the motherfucking Lord of the Penders. Is a Luther burger a Southern thing? You know what? Let me look it up real quick. Let's see where a Luther burger is from. Stand by. I took 2 bites. The meat slid out of the donut, hit the floor, and the dog got up with the meat. Okay. It says, where did the Luther burger come from? And this is according to worldwideater.com. The donut hamburger is most commonly known as Luther burger, a bacon cheeseburger served on a Krispy Kreme donut bun from the pub Mulligan's in Decatur, Georgia, created in 2005. It was, of course, named after R&B singer Luther Vandross. Yeah, it's Krispy Kreme donuts as the bun. Matthew Sharp, there's no fucking way he's gonna win this lawsuit. Booty Bandit, that would be David's fucking favorite restaurant. He'd be like, "Hey, let's put that place on. Let's go ahead and put that place on Uber Eats. What is it? Speed dial." Right, 5781. It sounds like something it'd be probably pretty tasty. America eats too much country. Too much the country needs to discover. So. Nah, Matthew Sharp, the lawsuit, man. The lawsuit, dude, it's really, dude, he fucked over the wrong people, Matthew. Matthew Sharp. He really fucked over the wrong people with this lawsuit, man. He really did. He barked up the wrong tree with these guys. He really did. When you contract people like this, like certified contractors, man, right? When you hire these certified contractors to do a job and you're paying them this kind of money, especially when lumber prices and it's everything through the pandemic, right? Right, Matthew Sharp. The lumber prices for this stage were he was building the stage right at the point when the fucking lumber prices were at the highest they'd ever been in history. In history. Right? They contract them to build the stage and then they skip out on the payments, but also why the stage was being built, they were in a lawsuit with Harold Lewis, right? So you got to figure, were they also paying charges on Harold Lewis's lawsuit? Fuck yeah, they were, because you're paying lawyers, right? There was shit going on. I correlated the dates with David's lawsuit and Harold Lewis's lawsuit and the times he should have been paying. Yeah, and it was all he was. It's a big clusterfuck, man. That's why they really need to. They, meaning the government, needs to pull their head out of their fucking ass and really investigate this piece of shit. That's the only way this will stop. If they don't, if they don't investigate this properly, I mean, yeah. So he's had, well, before that, even he divorced his wife, right? And I think he was also in another lawsuit prior to that, but I can't remember. I'm not sure about that, Matthew Moore. So for sure, Debbie Frazier, Harold Lewis, and now this one, all within 6 years, 7 years. So 3 lawsuits, all multi-million-dollar lawsuits, no doubt. Right, and this big one. Oh man, this one. Yeah, David is a fucktard. Okay, Matthew Sharp, dope. Okay, Matthew Sharp. Yo, motherfucking Manny Guzman in the motherfucking house. Yeah, how many other culture and lawsuits like this? Not too many. Yo, Chris Vandermillen in the house. Alan Reynolds. What is the full total sum? Right off the top of my head, you're probably looking around. Let's see. The one in Florida is 9, plus the other one in Ocala, that's another 2, so 11. Residential center is probably about 2, so 13. Nelly's is probably worth about 1.5, 14, 5, close to 20 tax titles, licenses, all that shit. No, fuck no, he's not totally honest. Hell no. Oh, I know exactly who it is, Michael Perry. I'm not even gonna give him the name. I know exactly who it is. He's a noob. Yeah, David took my mustache. Yeah. Nah, Alan Reynolds. Hell no, he hasn't been totally honest, Alan Reynolds. No way. His all the JMMI Alan Reynolds, it's a lot of money, man. I mean, even taxes, titles, all that stuff. I mean, even the one he got for free that he got quick claimed over to him, he's gonna have to pay taxes on it, so it's still technically not free. Yeah, right, Matthew Sharp. Each residential center will have its own McDonald's in room number 5. Yeah, per 1,000 board feet, so 300 increase. Yeah, and you saw that one, Lord Pender. You saw the one piece they were building, like they did of the of the show, like you saw how much plywood was involved in that motherfucker, dude. That the plywood on that alone, it was, my god, my god. I'm sure they had to fucking super reinforce it for David. Yeah, hey, you know what? Carlos Salas, I believe dude, you know what? I said a while ago that I believe there is some sort of drug dynamic where David is using drugs to control these people. Fuck yeah, dude. Jim Jones did it, man. Yeah, 15-foot deck, $1,000. Cat mom in the motherfucking house. Yeah, his crooked lawyers. Ah, fuck that. He ain't getting out of a federal lawsuit, man. There's no way. The federal lawsuit, dude. No, these lawyers aren't gonna fucking play games with him, man. He can't sit there. Oh, say, ask Michelle. No, motherfucker. Where's the fucking documents? Carlos Salas, I absolutely believe that David uses drugs though, and there is some form of drug control with these members. Fuck yeah, Jim Jones did the same shit, and this isn't far off from Jim Jones, man. This isn't David's David's bullshit isn't far off from Jim Jones. It's really not, man. It's very close. I mean, it's right up there. When you hear the dude say quickly, 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 Jim Jones said that when before they fucking injected all those people with fucking cyanide and fucking drank the Kool-Aid. Yeah, right, Lord Ben. They probably had to install titanium supports instead of aluminum for David's weight. It really is. It's regimented, right? 5781. That's why I believe there's like some sort of like drug control form in there going on for sure. Yeah, David's addicted. Yeah, David, he's we've been saying it for a while. David's on drugs. Fuck yeah, he is. David is definitely on drugs. I mean, when you look at the guy in his sermons, I mean, Jesus Christ. Fuck yeah. Conscious Cookie Monster in the motherfucking house. Where you been, my boy? Where you been, Conscious Cookie Monster? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, Alan Reynolds in the UK would be called a nut jobber. Yeah, the mood swings. Yeah, big time mood swings, man. Big time mood swings. Yeah, amphetamine. Yep. Tommy gun in the motherfucking house. He's a wanker. He's a wanker. Boy, Conscious Cookie Monster. I don't see my boy in a while. Conscious Cookie Monster, where you at, my boy? I see my boy in a minute. Why can't I see him, man? What the fuck? Conscious Cookie Monster, I cannot see your fucking chat, dude. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. That's some all bullshit. I see you though, bro. I just can't see your chat. The Shutaway knows. The Shutaway is all clear now. Paris Pocket Traveler in the house. The Shutaway is all. It's all fucking him hiding from the lawsuits. You fucking think he's hiding from these lawyers? You goddamn right he's hiding from these lawyers. Fuck. Think of that. Think about running a 2.2 million federal lawsuit, man. Oh yeah, 5781 when Vicky Yohe came out and did her little spiel and said, "I saw Jesus." She looked fucking wigged out, man. Yeah, David. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of drugs, either whether illicit or prescription. Yeah, it's all there. Man, where's Conscious Cookie Monster? Yeah, and Matthew Moore. Matthew Moore's got some experience with this kind of thing. Um, when he says the fear, you guys, the fear is just as powerful, man. Historically, You look at Jim Jones, look what he did. He had all those people fucking scared, right? And then at the end of the day, they all fucking went to the promised land with him. Fucking sanctioned a mass murder, man. Yep, fear is a drug, man. Like they say, fear is poison in combat. It's the one thing you don't want in combat is fear. Yep, fear of judgment. Yep, blackmail. Yep, spiritual blackmail. If you leave, oh well, you're gonna die and get cancer if you and God's not gonna love you. Yeah, it's the kind of shit David does. Yeah, fear's a beast. Yeah, fear's a fucking beast to these people, man. Yeah, that's a good point, man. We're on it. Fear's a fucking huge beast to these people because you got a piece of shit like David saying if you leave, you're gonna fucking get cancer or you're gonna die after he's fucked him over, like Debbie, right? You got Debbie Frazier, right? That's where we know David from, right? We all met David through the deposition because of Debbie gave over her money to David. That's why we're here. That's why this channel's here. That's why we're all having this chat, is because David's an asshole. And what he's done over the last several years, since we've seen the deposition and since we all came together and all asked the same question, how's this piece of shit still walking free? At what point? Yeah, I sent out fraud reports today, guys. I sent out my fraud reports today. I still don't fuck around with this asshole. If anybody wants to get involved, now is the fucking time to do it. Now is the time to send him up to the IRS and bring this piece of shit open to the fucking light. We have all the tax ID numbers. I put all the forms together. Let's make the IRS aware. We fucking pay these assholes. I pulled up the forms last week and showed everybody why it's happening. You got different people making the determinations. Okay, so Kathleen's still with the cult. All right, cool. Confirmed that today. Oh, cool. Nice. I can show the comments. I'm still learning like Streamlab or StreamYard. It's kind of cool. Yeah, David E. Taylor and Top Dogs, no doubt, are worried people are going to leave. I bet they live paranoid. Fuck yeah, Scientology's the same way. People are leaving and nobody's joining. Think of David's cult. The more people that leave, the more fucking paranoid he's going to be. Yep. Yep. Right here, Alan Reynolds. They come and go. But this one, Alan Reynolds, I'm guessing you're from across the pond, right? I'm guessing you're from across the pond. But this is happening right in our fucking backyard, dude. This is right in our own backyard. This isn't down in fucking Guyana or some bullshit. This is right down in our own fucking backyard happening. You're right. They deserve better than a fucking crooked ass church fucking leader like this. Yep. Put you to sleep, man. That motherfucker knock you the fuck out, man. Hell yeah. Yep. They know what's going on. Fuck yeah, they know what's going on. Why they're trying to shut my channel down still. They're copywriting me still. I'm still waiting for a copyright to get fucking shot down. He would pump slap his ass. In the future book, Secret Teachings. That's a good one, Matthew Moore. But his books are so shitty. He's already written the books. That's the thing. The books have already been written. Hey, Manny Guzman. Speaking of Jeffrey Dahmer, did you watch the Dahmer tapes yet? I watched them today. They were fucking rad, bro. Yo, get on your motherfucking knees for Lord Pender. Oh shit. Dropped him. All right, cool. Yeah, I watched the Dahmer tapes today, man. It's pretty badass. Yeah, he's gonna say, yeah, he's gonna shut away, but you know what? He's got to present himself for this. He's gonna if they depose him, He's not going to be able to say, "Oh, you need to ask Michelle." No, they're going to fucking ask for a lot of fucking shit because this is federal. He's a nonprofit in Missouri. He comes down to Florida, does all this shady shit, throws around millions of dollars in real estate, right? But can't pay his fucking bill to the contractors where he signed a fucking a legitimate deal. He'll be back in a minute. You know what though, Michael H. Long? David's is a pretty fucking good model of how these places run. Absolutely. Money is their get down, dude. They go out and fucking beg for money. Oh, you're healed. We've healed your cancer. Give us all your money. Give it to us. Give us your millions. It's fucking bullshit. There's no oversight. The government doesn't do shit, which is exactly why we're in the situation we're in with David, is because the government is the one sitting up there handing out these exemptions with their heads up their ass, right? The tax documents show who gave the exemptions, and it's different people every fucking time. Yeah, his rants, the fucking drug rants are off the hook, right? The drug rants are off the hook. He is CEO, no escape. Yep. Hey, the panel's open, dude. The panel's been open. The link's in. Anybody wants to join, man? Pop the link, man. Click on the link. Come in, join, chat, say whatever the fuck you want. I can have 6 people on the panel at one time. We'll have an open chat, man. Let's do it. That's why I did this tonight, because I told you guys I was gonna have a panel. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. We're all here. You guys see my face all the fucking time. Let's do it, man. Let's talk this shit out. Let's really fucking decode this piece of shit. And the more people that get involved, man, the better. The more people that are involved in the conversation, the better, because we know we're fucking smarter than David. The church I helped build has an ATM machine at the front door linked to all members' bank accounts. Fuck. Oh man. Good people help others and would be embarrassed to even be mentioned. Yeah. We got to get these people out though, for sure. These people are in a really bad way, and they don't. It's you look at Susan, you see Susan, man, and you just know Susan's not thinking right, man. You could see it, man, and it's a bummer. It's a bummer because David like he's a fucking shark in bloody water. Like when he smells somebody that's mentally ill, he really does. It's fucking fair game for him, man. He's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be fucking great, easy fucking money. Like the whole inheritance with Susan, right? With Ashley's mom. If anyone was interested in mailing his neighborhood a nice little packet of their beloved neighbor. Yep. They have wasted their lives. Yep. Yeah. And Matthew Sharp. Yeah, dude. Yeah, fucking spot on, dude. That's exactly what's going on, man. David and his own staff, David's own staff. And here and it's David and Michelle, right? You got David and Michelle at the top of this motherfucker doing the most of the work. Right? David's abusing Michelle. Michelle's passing the abuse on down to Joseph and Tony, but David's also abusing Tony, Joseph, and fucking anybody else that he comes in contact with. Michelle is equal to Ghislaine Maxwell in all this. That's what I would equal her to. I would equal her to Ghislaine Maxwell. You look at the abuse that you look. If anybody listened to the phone call from Michelle, you listen to the way she talked, and you know she's that like when she was all. She's like, I am not concerned about a thing you have to say. Like that was like deep down like hate coming from her, man. She was just like she was hateful in that. Yeah, fuck yeah, David's son is still there, that fucking sack of shit. David's son is just trying to be just like him. They're basically setting up his son to be David. Yeah, of course. He'll be the next prophet. He looks like a fucking clown too. I would like to think that he wouldn't dare come out on the scene. That's just what I'm guessing. I would like to think that he wouldn't dare come out. Yeah, Josh Taylor. Heathen pagan bastards. You know what, Manny Guzman? He's man. No, Kennedy Mueller, they protect him. His son is protected. Yeah, Matthew Sharp. Yep. Yep. Be coming out in a few months. Yeah. I doubt it, man. I don't see how he could. Like, what would he do, Lord Pender? Like what would he do at this point? I mean, he would have to come out and beg really fucking hard, man. He would have to come out and beg really hard. Yeah. David doesn't even remember his fucking board. One night with the king. He always comes out on his birthday, but he hasn't. He hasn't. He hasn't even shown his face for Yom Kippur or Rosh Hashanah. He's supposed to be this great holy man. Smash that like when y'all get in here. I know there's some haters out there watching, and I know who you are. His hair will turn to lettuce. His now turn to lettuce. I told him to go vegan. David's sick, man. That's the thing. He probably won't come out either because he's fucking sick. Chuck Wood in the motherfucking house. No, that some of this some of the words we got from some of these survivors of this cult is they're no, it's not a theory. It's some of these other survivors that haven't been mentioned said, yeah, they're setting Josh up to be the next guy after David, pretty much. I mean, look at the way the guy fucking dresses. Look on Josh's Facebook page and look at the way the guy dresses. He dresses just like a fucking moron, like his dad. Dressing in these big glittery fucking outfits and shit. And he's holding up his hands like this, like he's this great fucking prophet. And it's like, dude, you're just a fucking noob like your dad, Josh Taylor. Don't you fucking dare. No, it's true though. They're trying to set him up to be the next prophet. Yeah, same here. I'm glad the haters are here. I know Joshua Media. Yeah, but Joshua Media, it's going under. That one's gonna be going under for sure. That one will go under. That's a good one, Chuck Wood. They could technically. I mean, they could be setting it up for that fucking crypt keeper to take over, right? They could, but man, I don't know. It would most likely be his son, man. It would most likely be his son because they'll have most of these prosperity ministers work. It's like usually their kids that take over. What keeps him so loyal to the Big Mac? David's the Big Mac. David's a fucking Big Mac. He's like, you gotta bring me 20 Big Macs per day. Actually, Matthew Sharp, he probably has like fucking 9 midnight snacks by 11:30. Yeah, they're all in Florida now. Remember Lord Pender? Remember they said that Florida was gonna get nuked? So they're all gonna go down when Florida gets nuked. I bet he's not too narcissistic to let Pinky and the Brain take over. I thought that's great. Like David's not even believing his own lies anymore. He's like, "Oh, Florida and California are gonna get nuked first." Then he fucking goes down and buys a fucking $9 million mansion in Florida, and then gets another one quit claim deed over to him. Fuck yeah, Florida's crazy. Where's Chris Com? He'll tell you all about it. Where's my boy Chris Com? Is he still in the house here? Chris Com will tell you all about Florida. Yeah, he's there, Kennedy Mueller. It'll be a little tough to find. Yeah, they moved to more like northern Florida. He said specifically, hey, Chris Com. Tom Bombadillo said Florida is crazy people, bro, or crazy place. Chris Com lives down in Florida too. He'll tell you the same thing. Yeah, look at where Jeremy DeWitt is. Look where David E. Taylor is. Fucking befitting, right? For more mind control. He loves using fear. Yep. Yep. Yeah, he's gonna use a special force field to protect everybody from the nuclear weapons. Oh, okay, cool, Paris. Yeah, we got Paris down in Florida. I'm Texas. Chris Com. Yeah. Look where Jeremy DeWitt's down there. That should tell you. That should tell you a lot. I know he goes down to Florida, and he moves into like this really like ritzy area, and I guess there's like this nudist colony like not too far from it. All right, good night, Mike. Good night, Mike Perry. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Once again, this is an open chat night. Anybody wants to come on, spill the beans, you are more than welcome to. By all means. I mean, I'm even tempted to say, you want to come on and talk shit to me? There's the fucking chat link. If you don't like what I'm doing, come on and let me know, and let's hear it. Yeah, I'm sure you don't want him down in Florida either, Paris Pocket Traveler. We don't want him either. I'm sure they don't want him up in Michigan either, or St. Louis. Probably like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here either. Don't blame them. Don't blame them. I mean, look at all the bullshit he's done. Look at all the shit he's caused with families, with people, you know, laundering money. Yeah, Chris Com, David, go to Tampa. David, we've already called Orlando too for 2024, and you're all fucking lying too. Hey, Chris Com, hey, 2024 is all bullshit. The 2024 Amway Arena is bullshit. Yeah, I can't believe he even come out and say he's gonna do it. He's like, yeah, we're still doing the 2024 Amway Arena, and we're still doing it in 2023, even though we're in a fucking federal lawsuit. We're still gonna go do it. It's like, David, how much more can you fucking lie to your followers about it? I mean, that's I don't know, man. Okay, sorry. I'm like clicking things around here. 2026. Let's see here. Face profit this generation. One of you haters listening should get on and defend him. Yep. Defend him. If he just admitted to being a fraudster, I'd be forgiven if he gave the money back and admitted to being a lonely, lost person. Yep, same here. Yep, same here. I could go with you on that, Alan Reynolds. For sure, man. Yeah, the panel's open, man. I don't want to do call-ins tonight. I open the panel so people, if they want to come on. Right. I don't think anybody from the cult will call in though. I wish they would, man. I wish they would. Nobody's ever they've never they never have, nor will they. The community he is in, yeah, it's very difficult to get in. Yeah, it is. Yep. It's a really it's an upscale neighborhood. Really is, man. It's a really nice neighborhood. Matthew Moore. Here's the thing. I honestly don't think they will because anything they do right now with regards to this federal lawsuit is probably detrimental to their well-being. I'm sure. I hope their lawyer probably told them to just shut the fuck up. But David's still posting dumb shit online. But they won't call. They'll never call in and defend him. They'll never call in and defend him. Unfortunately, I've been out here for almost 2 years calling them out, and they won't come in. They'll never call in. Yeah, it's not going to be nice anymore now that you got that cult living there. Yep. Used to be nice, yeah. High-powered one with a live camera. Yep, to navigate. I mean, you can look on Google Earth too. I mean, they got the house on Google Earth. I mean, all the photos are already online. I mean, we know they're hiding out. We know they're hiding out there because they're safe there. It's a restricted community. They know how hard it will be for people to get in there, like especially say somebody who wants to fucking serve a notice to appear, for example. You know, what do you? I wonder how that would go. Like, there's got a good comment here. Sanai Lamore. He thinks that being a leader means you have the right to verbally abuse and humiliate your staff. That's not a leader, people. That's a bully. Yep. Yes, it is. He's a cook. He's a line drop. A line cook drop. I'm just reading some of your guys' comments. But we're live. Yeah, and this is StreamYard, Chris, right? This is StreamYard. Yeah, this is StreamYard. So it's first time using it because I want to do panel. I promise you guys, once I got a new setup, we would do panels. If people wanted to come on and discuss this topic, fuck yeah, let's do it, dude. Fucking let's do it. We're discussing cults here, man. We're discussing religious cults. That's what this channel is about. This is an activist channel about religious cults and getting these people the fuck out, especially from David's because he's he's the worst. Absolutely right, Kennedy Miller. How long does it take for one of those properties to look like shit? I don't think they have the cash flow to pay professional companies. Honestly, do they allow you to do good? Let's say, do they honestly allow you to do good on lawn and grounds? Do your own? Oh no, you have to have vendors there. You have to have vendors there in that place, I believe, to do the work. That's what I believe. Not too sure. I'll donate a seed towards the drone. David's like, just as long as it brings me some fucking Big Macs, you guys can do whatever you want. A seed. There's Tommy Gunn. Tommy Gunn was in Tom right here. This guy, he was tied up in David's cult for a bit. He came out with his story and told it, and it's pretty fucking hardcore the amount of control these people have. He came out and said the same thing. The amount of control that these people have is pretty extreme, man. It's pretty extreme. I mean, for somebody to be able to get you to go like get up and leave your family, Jim beat down in the motherfucking house. Hey, have a good night, Matthew Sharp. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Jim beat down in the motherfucking house. Yeah, at 8 usually. I've been doing some lives randomly and shit like that, but I'm trying some new things here, Jim, and just see, it's open chat tonight too. I put a link in if anybody wants to come in and fucking chat it up, dude. This is I told you guys I'll do panels, and don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Yeah, don't be scared, man. You'll see me all the goddamn time. Dude, don't be nervous, man. Shit, you're right here with me, bro. You know me, dude. We fucking talk on the phone and we FaceTime, dude. You know who the fuck I am. Shit. We know each other, man. We're cool. Yeah, Kenny Miller trying to figure out housing arrangements for the members. Yeah, I mean, think of them. That's why this screams fucking trafficking dynamic, dude. It really does. It really does. Yeah, y'all get on your motherfucking knees for Lord Pender, goddammit. Bow to the real Lord. Yeah, Tom, thanks for sharing, man. Yeah, thanks for sharing, Tom, because now Tom is that vessel of that knowledge, and he can carry that vessel to other people and warn other people that, hey, this is indeed a cult. And, you know, it, what's going on, what Tom told us about the inside and Dion as well. Um, you put all the pieces together. And there's a lot of people in here that have talked to online too, offline, and have talked about cult dynamics. And you put all the pieces together, man, and it's there. Everything's there. Yeah, Tom. Fuck yeah, we're glad you're out, man. Fuck yeah, glad you're out. My boy in the motherfucking house. Y'all raise your motherfucking hands for the motherfucking Lord Pender. What
Hey,
up,
what's
my
going on?
boy? All right, y'all got Lord Pender in the motherfucking house.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Good, man. How you doing tonight?
Hey, good, man. The only thing is I'm doing this from my phone, so I don't know if I can see like the actual YouTube chat because I don't think you
Oh, I
can do
got.
those at once. But does it show up on this app? Does it come through this app? What's coming through YouTube?
Uh, I can see the chat here on this side.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Okay, no, I'll run the chat for you. So what do you make of the lawsuit?
What do
What do
I
you
make
make
of
of
the
it?
lawsuit?
Yeah, what do you think?
I just don't know how he's going to pay the money, and they'll probably drag it out. That's what
Okay.
attorneys like to do. Rightfully so, I guess. But yeah, I just hope he doesn't settle out of court. I hope he doesn't get out of this one easy. You know what I mean? Like I hope he has to pay the full 2 million. I hope they put tax liens on him. Like I just hope the worst of the worst. But maybe I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a
Definitely.
pipe. Maybe that's too much of a pipe dream. This guy seems to have a whole lot of luck, and I have no idea how. He seems to have a lot of lot of money, and I don't know how he has that either. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you there. That's what I'm hoping. Tax liens. Yeah. Where's the money at, Chuckwood? Um,
right.
where is the money coming from? I mean, he pulls a $4.5 million loan to secure a home, but apparently he's fucking balling. You know what's up
Yeah.
with that? That's what I don't get.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see the guy come live again. Just as I always say,
Yeah.
I need some new material for my videos. I'm tired. I'm tired of digging. I'm tired of digging back through different sources to try to find some, 480p quality video from 2015. I can't work with that, man. He's got to give me something better.
Hey, go to the JMMI TV channel.
Yeah, yeah. I've gone on Vimeo. I've gone on live stream. He has some old stuff there that's
Mhm.
not on YouTube. But I mean, he used to have YouTube videos on their main channel, going
Yeah.
back to like 2015 when I'd say his ministry was probably at the peak. 2017,
The-
2018, 19. That was kind of the peak, and then COVID came. But you can see that he's deleted all those old videos or hidden them rather from the public, and so now it only shows videos like up to like a year old. And I think he did
Yep.
that for a reason. You know what I mean? But yeah, luckily,
Oh, I
luckily I
wonder.
luckily I got that footage before he removed it all.
I
So
wonder if the court will subpoena those records if it comes down to it, like the YouTube videos of him saying like all this shit.
Yeah, no, it's
What do
it's
you
hard
think?
for me. It's hard for me to imagine that a court would use YouTube as any sort of legitimate evidence. But who knows? I don't know.
Yeah. And when did you start doing like since you got you here? Like a lot of people always ask about you. Like, how did you get on to David Taylor? What drove you to start to do your channel to start creating content on David? What was your? I guess we all had a trigger for David. What was your trigger for this?
Yeah, so I guess well, I did the phone interview with you. I kind of talked about some of this, but long story short, just extremely angry that somebody's just allowed to just blatantly get away with this, and you see the depositions and all the things that all the truth that came out of that, and you know I just came across the video one day and I said, "Oh man, just based off the title, what was it? Pastor fails miserably or whatever." You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I said, "Oh, let me check this out. It's gonna be hilarious." And then I just went down this rabbit hole, and I'm still going down the rabbit hole. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I don't know if that's a healthy or unhealthy thing, but it's become a hobby of mine just to make comedy videos of this bastard. Just one for my own entertainment,
Mhm.
and two, just to try to oust this guy and just show like, hey, like
Yeah, this guy is an idiot.
how does this guy keep getting away with this? Look at all this ridiculous stuff that
Yeah,
he's said and that he brags about. Like he's blatantly bragged about getting away with this stuff too, and
yeah,
that's what pisses me off. And I'm just, I
yeah.
um
When
you
we're all
know
sitting back here
I,
paying
I'm
our phone,
I'm not really a religious guy, but this is not really an attack towards religion per se. It's just an attack towards
morals.
it's an attack towards extreme religion, who I would call an extremist. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
David always talks about like terrorists, right? Well, I mean, yeah, he's not out killing people, but he's extreme. He's an extreme, in his own right, and so yeah, just trying to uh,
mm,
people like that, for them to be able to have a nonprofit, quote unquote, nonprofit organization, and be able to hide under that veil, and not have to pay taxes like everybody else, and he's not using that money to go on mission trips and food
nope.
and clothing and shelter for people in underprivileged nations and countries.
Yeah,
He's buying Bentleys, Rolls Royces, designer clothing, luxury items, not for just himself but his staff. I mean, I just found a picture of Kathleen. I think they're in South Africa or something, when they on one of their lavish trips that they mask and disguise as a mission trip, right? They've been
yep,
all over. They've been all over Europe, the
yep.
Mediterranean. They've been to Disney World countless amount of times with 60 people, mind you. I posted that on my YouTube page. You know,
Fuck.
average price per person to go to Disney World for a week is probably
Not
about
cheap.
is probably about $1,000. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Disney World's one of the most expensive places you can go. I don't even know
Yeah,
how families afford it. But anyways, 60 people there. Imagine how much that would cost. So I mean, if you do the math like that, it's at least 60 grand. That's what I'm estimating. But anyways, I found a picture of Kathleen with a freaking $3,000 Louis Vuitton purse. This huge Louis Vuitton purse. And I'm thinking, none of them have jobs. None of them are paid. That either Kathleen just has money because she's somebody like Susan or Debbie who has a big inheritance, or which is more likely the case, that was purchased with ministry funds. And so it's just little examples like that just piss me off, and that's why I make these videos. That's all it is.
got a
So,
question from Cat Mom. Did David ever shut you down on YouTube?
yeah, I think I couldn't post something for like 90 days, and then I finally won all of my disputes against him, and all of my videos got put back up, and so I take that as a win. David, that's another thing David brags in all of his videos, like, "Oh, my enemies will be destroyed and defeated, and you will lose." And well, I haven't lost yet, man. So
Here we
but
all are,
but
David.
I guess I don't know. So we'll see what happens with this federal lawsuit. I like that it's over the $1 million threshold, um, for a civil matter that is, yeah. So that's why they moved it up from a state hearing, and now it's in the Florida federal courts. It's going to,
Well,
yeah.
well, the reason they moved it up is because David is a nonprofit out of Missouri, and the fact that he's moving money over state lines,
Yeah,
that's
that could be part of it. How
yeah.
it is that it's like over the certain dollar
Oh
threshold. I think
yeah.
is how they made the classification, but I'm not sure. Like, yeah, and then yeah, and then the FBI's threshold for investigation, which they're usually doing more criminal stuff. This is a civil matter, but
Yeah.
the FBI's threshold is 250,000 or 500,000, something like that. So David's crossing that too, obviously, with these big transactions.
With
But
that, yeah, with that,
unfortunately, nothing's been proven that he's done do anything criminal yet. But I hope that's the case soon.
yeah, yeah. I think with the match and purchases at the end of the day, like they're gonna look into that. Like that last purchase he did with
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Sando de Avila, that $8 million purchase.
yeah.
I think that one's gonna be the fucking nail in the coffin because that wasn't a fucking small purchase, man. That big house, that's not just something you go, hey, I'm gonna go buy this house today. No, that was a fucking exclusive house.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
like,
no, 25,000 square foot, $8.3 million, which has probably already gone up in value with this crazy market. And yeah, that's nuts. And when you owe somebody money, that's all going to come out in discovery, though. It's all going to come out in the deposition. And they're going to know, they're going to see that. They're going to say, wait a second, you got, you know, all this money tied up in this equity. You got all this debt on your book. Well, if they even have books, I mean, who freaking knows how? I don't even know if they have even. I don't know if they do any accounting. They haven't filed their taxes since 2017. Which again, how are you able to get away with that? If I had a business and I didn't do that, I mean, if IRS
they'd be like,
me, right? So they get all these privileges, and I'm thinking, why? Because you say that you've seen Jesus face to face, you get all these privileges. Oh wow, man, that's
yeah,
such an amazing feat, right? So
yeah.
real whatever. But anyway,
I see Jesus. Can I go get a tax exemption and launder money? Fuck.
yeah, can I go get some?
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I go buy some Rolls Royces and some mansions? And
But anyways, yeah, that's all going to come out, and they're going to say, okay, well, you owe this company. You just went and got a $8.3 million mansion, and and props to the investigative journalist, the true investigative journalist out there who broke this story, because it's been
the
written
lady,
about in
yeah,
several five
yeah.
or six different articles now, and
Well,
that's good. That's good to see.
How the story originally broke was a lady. She wrote about real estate deals, right, in some magazine, and
Yeah,
she was the one that wrote the article. And it wasn't about who bought it; it was about who sold the motherfucking house.
yeah. The
It was,
assistant coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers football
yeah,
team, and his wife is
yeah.
some other rich lady. Yeah,
Darcy
something.
Glazer Kasowitz. Yes, Darcy Glazer Kasowitz. And
So
that's
probably some, yes, probably some attorney or something like that. I don't know, or some
yeah.
heir. I don't know who she is, but yeah.
Yeah, like Kasowitz is like she's like an heiress or some shit. I was looking into it. From what I understand, they're like really good people,
Okay.
But again, it wasn't about who bought the house; it's about who sold it. That
Yeah.
that was an exclusive sale. And the lady that wrote the article said, "Oh, well, it was by the county appraisal records. It was sold to this person and this church on this date, and this is where they got the financing from." So that lady, with those three little pieces of information, sealed the fucking deal. Like it allowed to get a Crosby Capital on the fucking fraud reports because she put, okay, they got the financing from this firm, right? Which we've looked in the Crosby Capital, and it's that guy does shady real estate deals, right? So David's gonna
Really?
get fucked on that. Yeah, that guy, dude. Y'all know Devico does shady shit with real estate, dude, and he basically fucks over his clients. David's gonna get fucked in this deal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all know
he's
that.
gonna.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it's like some French guy
yeah, he's
out of
he's
Miami or something. Yeah, he's in Miami or something like that.
yeah, he's Moroccan. He's
Oh,
Moroccan.
yeah. Oh, French Moroccan. Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
he's French Moroccan. DeAndre Franklin in the motherfucking house.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure the origin of his name. I didn't know if he was Israeli or what. So I looked him up,
Yeah.
and he like a bunch of like French stuff came up. So I just
Yeah.
figured, but
Well, in
yeah,
Morocco they speak French too. Like
yeah,
that's
kind
one
of like Algeria, So
yeah, it's like
yeah.
French Algeria, Morocco right there. It's all the same fucking
But anyways, yeah. I still have no clue how you're able to secure something like that. There just must be more money somewhere or another source of funds than what we've just uncovered on the surface just through some of the basic stuff that we've researched, because there's just no way. I mean,
he's not holding a 9-to-5 job. And somebody brought up earlier that somebody in there could be giving him like 100 grand a month, but then 100 grand a month on David. I mean, fuck, 100. He'll blow through that in a couple days just on fucking burgers, So that's whatever money they get in, it's going out right away.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I calculated, estimated. He probably need just at least 100 grand to stay afloat, and that's just paying the bills.
I think that's just a bare minimum to stay afloat.
Yeah.
$100,000, man.
Yeah, because his mortgage would for the 8 million. Yeah, that's
Oh
I
yeah.
how would I calculate it for that, and then the mortgage of all the other. Well, I
Well,
think
no,
that
all
was
the other.
I think that was a conservative estimate. I assume that he's already paid off the residential center. He already owns the building in Taylor, which I think I know that.
Yep, that's
Uh,
paid off. Nellie's is
I,
a
I'm
short
I'm,
sell.
ass- I'm assuming that he paid Nellie's in full, and then he got
Yep.
the Ocala mansion for free. So really, the only house is the
Hager Lane.
mansion, and I think you still need about $100,000 a month for just everything. But I don't know.
See, and I don't know if the Hager Lane house, if they actually own that, or if they own it clean and clear, or if they're still paying on that one.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure.
Roman Catholic Church is the biggest cult in the game. Oh, I can see the highlighted comments.
Okay, so you can see the highlight comments.
Oh, yeah, the Roman Catholic. Yeah, I agree, Alan.
We can all agree to disagree here, man. You look at all kind of religions, and they all kind of carry the same concept. You have one person, one God.
I would definitely agree with that. I mean, yeah, Sistine Chapel's pretty and all. Michelangelo did a hell of a job.
Yeah.
La Pieta, it's pretty, but
yeah,
I don't really know why you need all the gold-plated stuff in palaces. Yeah.
Okay, here's a good one. The 1216 Babbler Park Court. Yeah, that big ass lake property. Yeah. Yep, that's one of their properties too. They got to pay taxes on that yearly.
Yeah, Babbler Park Court. Yeah, that's where they go for 4th of July weekend and little getaways.
Yep.
And they got all those pictures on social media just scattered everywhere too. That's what's funny. That, like, they don't care about either they're too dumb or they just don't care, But either way, they just love flaunting all their trips and all the stuff that they're spending money on. And listen, I'm not saying that churches can't go on retreats or churches can't go, on a vacation or mission trip. I mean, we're all humans. I mean, everybody needs some sabbatical, but at the same time, with what money are they doing this with? Like
do your share.
I mean, are the people who are donating money, are they approving that this is how they're using the funds? I mean, do they care? Are they too stupid to know, or are they too stupid to care? Or are they just brainwashed? Is everybody just brainwashed? I don't know. But anyways, that's how I feel about that.
It's pretty dangerous what we're seeing here, though. Ultimately, we got a modern day Jim Jones living in our own fucking backyard. I mean, just even his vocabulary is that of Jim Jones. You hear the way he talks about detractors and enemies of God and all this other shit. It's like the same shit Jim Jones said.
Well, see, for me, here's the difference. I think Jim Jones was, like, psychologically, I think he probably was. I mean, Jim Jones is an actual psychopath, and I think Jim Jones actually did believe all the dogma and the crazy, like, apocalyptic, kill yourself so you can go meet Jesus and you'll be in a better place. I think he truly believed all of that. Whereas David, I would be almost questioning, like, if he even believes any of it, and he knows that he's scamming people, and he's literally just acting like he's seen Jesus and he's done all this and he's healed people and he believes this about God and all this just so he can get money for himself, buy himself luxury items, and get a message. That's one theory. I don't know, but I don't know if I would relate David to Jim Jones necessarily, just because, I mean, Jim Jones is like the farthest into the spectrum you can go. Like, David Koresh and Jim, like, it's like if you said, okay, here's Donald Trump on a spectrum, and way over here is, Joseph Stalin and Mao, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I would go that far and say Jim Jones, so I get hesitant saying that about using that as a comparison. But I would definitely say Kenneth Copeland, Joel Osteen, those people for sure, because all of them have mansions. I mean, their mansions are 4 times the size of David.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy over in Fort Worth, Texas, who was that? Kenneth Copeland. He's kind of like
that fucking piece of shit.
Kind of like John Travolta. He's got his own runway in his backyard for a huge, Gulfstream G650, the nicest luxury jet you can buy, right?
Yeah.
So, anyhow.
Yeah. Kenny Miller says that Lord Pender, I agree. David is a scam artist. He doesn't believe it. But see, the thing is, Kenny Miller, I've talked to members of this cult, ex-members. They said that he believes his own shit, dude. And that's the fucking scary thing about it.
Yeah, what does that say? That well, I think the joke is
we should carry wood.
Like, how does it go? It's something about um, you lie so much that you actually believe your own lie to be true because you've told it so much or something like that. How does
Yeah.
that go? And I
Yep.
think they used to joke around and say, oh, you can beat lie detector tests, like if the person's lying but they believe it to be true. That, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's probably in the movies, but that's what I think about David.
It's like he's lied so much that he believes his own lies now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Gotcha. Okay. I can agree with that. Yeah. Doesn't believe it. Okay. Okay. I can run with that, man. Wish you Karen Woods in the house too, by the way.
I can't see
Yes.
your picture anymore. I can't.
Oh
see
yeah, no, I was kind of giving you the floor. I'm here though.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I'm
it's
here.
all right. No, you don't have to give me any floor, man. I appreciate that. I'm not like David. I don't like the spotlight, man.
Well, I wanted people to come out and like talk for a little bit because I'm always out here talking and shit. It would be nice to get other people's perspective, you know? It really would, especially another content creator who's on the same track, but you know, going about this a different way and bringing awareness in a comedic type way. Because even Tom says, like coming in here and chatting and watching the content is very therapeutic because it lets him know that this guy was a piece of shit and still is a piece of shit. You know, to come in here and listen and talk out through the issues and the thing that he was subjected to while he was there. Like
Yeah.
it's people like you do that is helping him.
Oh, I mean, I'm not necessarily trying to help anybody, but I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I'm just making comedy videos.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to expose this guy for, just for the greed. It's the greed that's what irritates me. It comes down to the greed.
It really is. This is like gone beyond greed. This is just blatant fucking. I don't give a fuck about anybody else's money, but give me all your money. And it's better to give than receive.
Right. But anyways, yeah. So what? I don't know. Any other topic? How long are you going to keep this live going? What topics would you like to discuss? Or I don't know.
Well, anything really. If anybody else wants to come on, man, I mean, we could bring more people on, and we could do a group chat here. Again, like you're the first one to ever come on the channel and chat, dude. So give it up to Lord Pender, man. Here's the man. This is the guy that fucking creates all your comedy channel shit, guys. This is him. This is your guy. He's a fucking madman.
Yeah, like I said, it's become like a little bit of an addiction. I do it for my entertainment, I guess. I crack myself up when I'm putting it together my videos, but I like the art part of it, I guess. Like I like taking clips, splicing them up, and
splicing and dicing,
figuring out which order I want to put them in. That's the toughest part because I start with like 40 minutes of footage and I chop it down to like 8-10 minutes, and each one of those clips I use on average is maybe about 10-15 seconds, and so I have to figure out what order to put them in. And a lot of times, like, I'll get it to where I think I have it, and then I say, wait, no, it'll be better like this, and then I just kind of redo it. And so I don't know, I just kind of like the analytical piece of it. It's kind of fun to do that. Yeah, I'm not a professional like your setup though.
I'm far from fucking professional, bro. Trust me, dude. This TV I have is like fucking 10 years old, 15 years old. It's an old ass Vizio I bought in like 2005, bro.
Yeah.
And it fucking runs like a champ still. It's an LED TV when it first came out.
Nice.
The mic I bought from Walmart. The camera, it's a basic Logitech. Yeah. Very basic, dude. You know? I appreciate that.
Mic's pretty damn good for made in China Walmart. That's pretty good.
Yeah, dude, it's a Blue Nano, bro. Paid $100 for it, dude.
Oh well, it's not cheap by any means, but yeah, okay.
Well, no, it was when I was budget shopping for it, I was like, okay, what's on the market? And I started looking. I was like, okay, I got $100. Let me go fucking look at a mic. But dude, I've been pricing other mics, and dude, you could pay like $400 or $500.
Yeah, that's what's nice about this era that we live in is you just go on Google or Amazon, and there's already been 20,000 other idiots who have bought the product and either been fooled and you know not to buy it thanks to them who already wasted their money because it has 1-star ratings, or the opposite, they got a hell of a deal and it's a great product and it's all fine. And so I mean you don't have to be the guinea pig anymore. That's what the beauty of this data environment we're in. So you get some good deals out there.
Look up reviews, and that's what I did. I went on and looked at what are people using for podcasts, and it's like, okay, Blue Nano came up. I was like, all right.
Yeah. Walmart and Amazon keeping the prices low.
Yeah, and they
But
work
see,
too.
I don't get my cameras from Walmart because Walmart don't have the type of cameras I use.
Yeah, they don't have the type of cameras they use.
Macy's doesn't have the type of cameras I use.
Dude, he's such a piece of shit, man. David, I hope you're fucking watching, man. Welcome to the faces that are gonna fucking destroy your cult, you piece of shit. This is it, David. This is it, man. You see all these people in here? They're helping us. They're helping us. Filing fraud, all that shit, David. People are involved. People are involved. This is what activism looks like.
Yeah, sometimes I just wonder if. Do you think that? You think David's cult? I'm sorry, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But do you think JMMI and the members even pay attention to this stuff? Like, or is it just it probably just doesn't even bother them? I don't know. Like, I don't care if they do. Like, I'm not trying to get a rise or a reaction out of anybody or make fun. I'm not even trying to make fun of anybody. I mean, I'm trying to make fun of David Taylor, but not anybody else. I mean, he's the one who's putting himself out there and wants to be the one he wants the spotlight. So I'm
Yep.
just giving it. I'm just giving it to him.
Hold up, we got Tommy Gunn in the motherfucking house. Y'all put your motherfucking hands together for this man. This is an ex-member of David's, and he's gonna come in and chat with us. So I'm gonna bring him on the stream, and y'all welcome this motherfucker.
Nice. Oh, is Tom the former member that you interviewed?
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, right on, man.
Alan says, "Can I share widely?"
What up, Tom? In the motherfucking house. What up, dude?
Hey,
How you doing?
guys.
How you doing, man?
Great. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too, man. Thanks for coming on. You got the floor, dude. How you doing tonight?
Good. I just got Zaxby's and it was taking forever, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to miss the broadcast, so I was like, I'll call in from my car.
Nice, man. So, in your opinion, Tom, what do you make of all this, man?
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. What's up, Lord Pender? Nice to see you, man.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. It's great to put a name to a face. I think it shows, that we're not afraid to put our face out there.
Yeah, likewise. I mean, I'm not doing anything illegal, so I could care less. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. Yeah.
But you know what, Tom? In the end, like you putting a face on this, it's going to show other people now that you made it through, and that now you're out here sharing it with the rest of us. Even though how we talked before. What was it like your first day there?
Okay. The first day. And again, I would get on my home computer, but I was out to eat. But
dude, you're coming through just fine, bro.
No, the first day, it was really weird going in there because they were just in this office building and people were like walking in and out, and I just driven there from Georgia. I was in Georgia and I drove straight through to Michigan because one of the phone people who have left since then was like, yeah, come for Passover and you'll get to meet Jesus face to face. They're like, you're gonna meet Jesus face to face. And like I found out it was like a lot of it was through dreams. Most of the time it wasn't like he's walking through the wall of your house, but a few of them were like, yeah, this is actually what happened to me. Like Jesus walked through the walls of my house. And there's some people that will say that to this day, including David. And it's like, I'm a believer. I am a Christian, and I have my degree in religion. So that's from University of Florida. That's a secular university. So basically, like I'm interested in these topics, and I am a believer, but I try to take like a scientific approach to things as much as you can, and just be objective about it. I don't know, Lord Pender, you said you're not religious at all?
Yeah, that's an interesting story, I guess. Yeah, I mean, one of my parents was Catholic, one of my parents was Protestant, so I kind of had it's kind of a mixture of things going on. But
Yeah.
Ultimately, at this point in time in my life, I'm convinced that I'm at this point in my life, I would just consider myself a theist or I don't know, maybe a deist, but like maybe the founding fathers, right? Like But no,
So you're not like a fedora tipping atheist.
Yeah, at this point in my life, I would consider myself atheist, which I don't even like labeling. I just don't think that there's any God. But yeah, I guess the label is atheist.
Oh, you are atheist. Okay.
Yeah, we don't like to wear labels here, man. We really don't. I don't even know what the fuck to call myself. I've been called a pagan, heathen bastard, atheist, whatever, Take your pick.
No labels. Like the point
Yeah.
is a positive. It's a good
Yeah.
thing because like I am definitely a Christian and I agree with you guys, and I think like we agree that David has been a piece of shit in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Yeah. And your first day there, you said your first day was kind of weird. What? Can we get back into that, Tom? Your first day. I've always wanted to ask you about kind of the progression of went from your first day there until the time you kind of left. And I do apologize for having you have to relive that, but there's people here that are very interested and want to hear about your experience, about what happened inside there, like what you saw, like your first day.
Okay, well, I got there and I remember specifically Eli was walking. I remember now that it was Eli walking like into the building with, there was someone named Eli and Cheyenne
Okay.
who was
Yep, Cheyenne.
yeah, you know who that is. And I don't know, I just see like these are almost like public figures themselves because like they get called up by name by David a lot too. That's kind of like part of the deal.
Yep.
Is like they're kind of like part of the TV ministry. So, and I mean they seem to be part of the conversation at this point. I'm trying to be like sensitive to like naming people is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, we get you, man. We get you.
Okay, so
we know all the people here though, for the most part.
Yeah, and yeah, and so like I met Debbie Frazier and then these other people, Katie Frazier, and I the first day, so let me try to think of exactly what happened the first day. We would have slept in the office building, but like in their defense, it was like we're working and sleeping. It was like this attitude of work, sleep, and that was okay at first. That was okay. I got kicked out of the building probably in about a month. If I go back over it, like probably in about a month, I got kicked out of the building.
I guess Tom, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I didn't really got kicked out of the building. I guess can I ask you what their reason was for doing that?
Dude, I don't know, man. It was actually literally the night of my birthday. It was the night of my birthday they kicked me out.
Unbelievable. And then, like I said, I'm not trying to take over the conversation here, but where did you go after that? I mean, if you had no family there and that was your place of staying, then where were you supposed to turn if you didn't have any money or the means to go somewhere? Did they expect you to just be homeless?
Dude, I was living out of my car and they told people not to let me into their house. Like, don't let them in to the house. And I don't know, like, yeah, it was actually really awful. Like, you bring it up now and it was pretty awful. Yeah, they just left, and I'm not the only person they did that to.
They leave you fucking high and dry, don't they, Tom? I've been left high and dry before, bro. I know what it feels like, dude. It fucking sucks, bro.
But it was like a Christian ministry too. You're like, what's happening? Like, this is supposed to be a Christian ministry. Like, I'm not, like I wasn't trying to join like a gang or something.
Yeah. And you said they came to you in the middle of the night too when they kicked you out, right? Like you said you were like sleeping in the main building there, and they pretty much came and woke you up and said, "Hey, you gotta go."
No. It was it wasn't like that. But like they were up at night a lot of times. Like like spamming people's Facebooks for money, basically, like sending them the same copy pasta of like Catherine Kuhlman, came to me and named you specifically, or I'd have to like sit and think of exactly what they were writing, but it was something outrageous like that that really got onto people's emotions, and that was it. They were spamming these messages to try to get people to donate money or to show up, and it just seemed kind of like trashy. Like, just go. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
not that it's like beneath you, but like the message wasn't authentic. It was saying that like David Taylor was personally like praying for them or thinking about them, and I just was like, that's not true. He's not personally like thinking about all of these hundreds and thousands of
People.
of emails being spammed. You know who else does that? Who's been well documented is Manasseh Jordan. Like I would get his phone calls, and he's like saying like, God gave me a word for you, like you specifically, and then you hear like the bots like,
Yeah.
and he's like, dial this number right now to get your word from God. So you have to like dial a like 4-digit number in. It's really sleazy,
Yeah. I got a question from Kennedy Mueller here. He's been one of our followers for quite a long time. Why did they kick you out?
I mean, so this is just like rehashing what we talked about the first time, but I was basically asking too many questions.
Okay. Too many questions. Okay.
And again, I was just like, why? One of the things is that they had to use my car when I was there.
Yep.
I was like, why do you have to use my car? Like, it's because it was like he was this great man of God with all this money and blessings, but also like I had to use my car to like shuttle people to the gym and take showers.
Yep.
And it didn't add up. It's like, pick one. Like, are we like struggling to like make the ministry work, or are you this glorious thing that, and then if you are, why are you just like letting your ministry be so like disheveled like it was?
Okay. What was your initial get up and go to David's to David's location up from Georgia to Taylor, Michigan? What was the point at what you said, okay, I'm going to get up and go join this?
The
And I would know.
face-to-face encounters of Jesus on YouTube. He was like,
Okay.
telling people that they were going to have face-to-face encounters of Jesus, which people have them in like dreams, and like I had some dreams that Jesus were in, but I didn't have what some of these people had, which was, sorry, there's like a bug.
No, you're good. Continue, bro.
I didn't have like Jesus. Some people, apparently Jesus is like telling them that you have to serve David, and like I didn't have anything like that. And then some people are like, yeah, if you leave, you're gonna get cancer, or you'll go to hell. And I had nothing. Like I said, I had a dream of David Taylor getting awarded David Taylor Street, which happened a year later. Like, I consider that a real premonition dream. And then in that same dream, he had died too, and everyone there was just like distraught and didn't know what to do. And like so I don't. That might sound weird. Again, if you're like if you're an atheist or not a Christian, that might sound crazy. But like I was in that world of like premonition dreams and like trying to seek God and having like spooky supernatural things happen.
Yeah. Can I ask you about the David Taylor Street thing? You said you said that he had a street named after him, and actually one of the parody pages that I created recently on. Actually, I found a picture of him holding a David E. Taylor Green, United States street sign that says David E. Taylor Street on it, like it was presented to him. But I just thought that was just something that, someone made as a custom gag gift that you'd put on maybe your bar, the wall of your pub or something like that. But he actually had a street named after him, is what you're saying?
I had the dream, and then I saw that picture, and that was just something from my dream. I don't know, like maybe it was a gag, maybe it's real. I have to go do research. But my point personally is that like I saw that in a dream, and then later, like I don't know, that seemed to be too
I see.
unlikely just to be chance. Like either way, David Taylor Street popped up a year later. You know, whether it's a gag or it's for real. Like I saw something pertaining to David E. Taylor Street in a dream.
Oh, got you. Okay, yeah, interesting. All right. And then you know how you said that in that same dream he died. Well, did you tell the members about your dream? And then like what I'm imagining is that you're telling about this dream and everything's good, and hey, you know, I had this premonition, but when you get to the end part where you see him dying, then I could picture, I guess, or I would assume that the members wouldn't like that part of it too much, you know what I mean? Or they wouldn't believe you, like, oh no, you didn't see David E. Taylor die. And is that kind of how it went down, or am I just speculating?
I don't even, again, so this was like 5 years ago, and I just kind of moved on. But
Sorry, yeah.
I don't remember exactly if I told anybody. Like there was like a few people I was closer to and more on a conversational basis. I might have told them, but at the same time they wanted to know your dreams, because one of the things he teaches is that like on the battlefield, like in ancient times, like Rome would have like dreamers that you would bring these like people and you just have them around to dream, you know, and get insights on your enemy. And so I think I might have been keeping some stuff to myself because I was just like untrusting of sharing my dream intel with them, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, when I was studying down in Texas A&M here,
Yeah.
we brought up the conversation, and I studied Dark Ages Europe, man, real extensively. And what was brought up in conversation one night was Joan of Arc possibly bipolar schizophrenic?
I mean, yeah, that's definitely a
because she was having
Yeah.
visions from God, right? But she was a badass fucking leader, man. But they ended up burning her at the stake, right? But she was having these visions from God, and like that was just something brought up was, you know, what was mental. If somebody was having these crazy visions from God back in the day, would they think it was like an actual vision from God, or were people actually having like these psychotic breaks without knowing? Catch my drift. I'm not dogging out religion. I'm just saying back in Dark Ages, you know, that was something that was never really thought up of, was mental health. You know,
But we have leaders. I mean, we have mainstream leaders that do, not to David's degree, but they have. You see some of that. You know, like Trump has said, like I was the chosen one, or Kanye, you know, definitely is saying crazy stuff. You know, that it's just like, well, that's Kanye. You know, and you know, so I'm cool with that. Like I like Kanye and I like Trump and I like David in a sense. I mean, all the fucking shit aside, but I can't just say like that's just David. Like no, everything that's transpired, it's like, yeah, you know, that you can't just be like, yeah, that's just David. You know, like that's not exactly gonna cut it.
Billy Martin, yes, this is an ex-member of David's cult, yeah, and he's a great guy, man. I've talked to this guy for quite some time, man. He's pretty badass.
I mean, thanks a lot. You agree, right? Like this is just kind of like a lot of people being hurt.
Oh yeah, that's why we're here. Is because it's a lot of people being hurt. It's happening right in our own backyard. We have people coming out saying that people are being hurt, and the government sitting there with their fucking head up their ass. Oh, there's nothing wrong here, even though there's people out here saying, yeah, there's fucking something wrong here.
Well, the other thing too is like we just couldn't have conversations. Like part of the thing that David complains about is that nobody will have him in their church, but he also doesn't want people like discussing his ideas, or basically it's a whole thing. It's all about David. So he doesn't want people discussing anything pertaining to him unless he can control it to be in his favor. So whether it's his personal life or his like theology, which is what I was interested in as a religion major, was his theology, and someone who was into that whole world of like new apostolic Reformation Christianity. Like I was really interested in the claims. You know, I just wanted to like scientifically or whatever, like relationally with Jesus. Like how do I, like, yeah, be my sensei. Like how do I get this relationship with Jesus Christ, sensei? But you know, if he's like Master Roshi and he's like looking at the porno magazines and all this stuff, like I don't know,
Master Roshi.
you know, like
Oh man.
what's going on here, guys?
funny, bro. Fucking dumb.
Or like Naruto, where he was looking at the master in Naruto was like looking at the porno magazines. You're like,
Right.
what, what are you doing, Sensei? What's this?
Do as I say, not as I do. You know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, that's what I don't know if how substantiated it was, but there's a guy named. I guess he used to be part of the ministry. I think he's an apostle or one of those fivefold guys, and he calls himself apostle. And right, and Alex, you know what I'm talking about. But Harold C. Wigmore, kind of a creepy looking fellow, and he said some creepy stuff to Alex and I too, like just because, like he sent me a bunch of messages on Facebook, and he's he left the ministry or was kicked out. I don't know which one, but. So I don't know if he's just disgruntled and making stuff up or if what he's saying is true or a mix of both. But he was telling me that a couple of guys, I think Daniel Gwynn specifically, a guy named Daniel Gwynn, who I think he's referred to as one of his adjutants before. I don't know, like in some old videos. But anyways, this guy, Daniel Gwynn, used to go and get pornography videos for Apostle and bring them back for Apostle to watch. But I don't know if that was made up or not. But I still thought it was hilarious because this guy like typed this long paragraph up to me. I'm reading it on Facebook. This like senile looking old man, and I'm like, man, I don't know what to believe, but it's hilarious either way. So, anyways, that made me think of that.
Yeah, man. Like, what if David might believe crazy stuff that like Jesus was like married to Mary Magdalene, you know, like, and he might have crazy teachings for the inner circle that we don't know about.
Yeah, DeAndre brought up a good point. The NAR, the fivefold movement, is so far off biblically. And he's like, David fits right in. The only thing David could fit in is a fucking Big Mac.
Oh God.
He's like, you're wrong. I can actually fit 10.
Yeah, they were worried about his health in 2016. Back then, they were worried.
Yeah, what do you think of him now, Tom? Now that you see him now, does he look like shit in your opinion? Like from what you've seen of him when you were there?
Well, he got hair work done, like hair plugs or something.
Yeah, definitely.
That looks better. That was an improvement.
And a gigantic belt buckle.
Yeah, he has a gigantic belt buckle too, so you know that's pretty cool. But other than that, yeah, like if he's like God's 5-star general, he could stand like I don't know, I don't really like look up to that, you know, like
yeah,
I'm God's 5-star general and I look like that. Like,
so if you don't mind me asking, what do you do now? Like now that you're out of there, like you working and everything, everything's good, like that you got out.
Yeah, I'm working. I guess you're pretty open about doing roofing.
Yeah, I'm in the service industry, bro.
Lord Pender, did you talk about what you do for a living? I don't know if you like. I don't know if I want to talk about what I'm doing for.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I work in finance and accounting. Yeah, I do numbers and spreadsheets all day long. You know, that type of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm very entrepreneurial. Like I do investing.
Okay, nice, dude. Right on.
So Tom, you said you studied theology, right? Did you were you going to a seminary, or were you trying to actually do as a career? Did you want to be a minister or pastor and run a church, or were you actually doing it from like maybe like study and be a professor of that, professor of philosophy or whatever they would call that? And then my second question would be, once you left the ministry, did you find a church or did you become a member somewhere back home or wherever you ended up or where you reside now that you love and that you attend and participate in regularly, or are you not as active in theology anymore? What's the status on that?
Okay, thanks.
That was a good question. Thanks, Lord Pender, and Tom. Thanks for answering, man. Appreciate you.
And Tom, if you're trying to eat your chicken and leave the parking lot of whatever place you're in, by all means, you don't have to stay on. But I
Yeah, dude. You can cut us off, bro. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm just having trouble like seeing your guys' pictures, so I'm just kind of like space. Let me just answer this question.
Because I'm
still here.
Dude.
I
don't know, but
yeah, I'm just here chilling, but I ate my dinner, but basically I got my degree in religion, and after that, like I served at churches, and like if you were an evangelical growing up, there's a lot of like apocalyptic sentiment. Like even today, like people are talking about the rapture and stuff, and so you're always going to have people that are like, you know, when is Jesus going to come back? Like, are we about to have the rapture? And if you study church history, there's always like people that are kind of like that. And like I grew up, you know, like reading Left Behind books, which is like, you know, like Kirk Cameron's Left Behind movie where like the planes are falling out of the sky and stuff. Because they got raptured, the pilots got raptured out of the plane. So I grew up thinking that like my family was raptured every time I got home and nobody was there. And there's a lot of people like this that kind of grew up.
I see.
That would be like susceptible to what David's talking about. And maybe that's crazy to you guys, but there's a lot of people that think this way. And so after I left, I actually joined the Catholic Church, because the Catholic Church, you know, I will say has like supernatural experiences, but you know, they also been around for 2,000 years, whereas like a Protestant church, you know, they just get very superstitious, and the Catholic Church are kind of like, okay, you know, they have like a whole part of the Catholic Church that comes in and does investigations. If like someone's claiming to be a saint, like if David, for example, was claiming everything, like the Catholic Church would send investigators. Like even if he was the Pope or whoever, like you would have like objective investigators that would verify with doctors or whatever scientific means at the time that what's happening is true. Like they would do a scientific investigation, and they have a whole curriculum of how they do this.
Yeah, like in order to become a saint, you have to have been involved in one miracle, and they have to.
Yeah.
That stuff was always
there's a
as well.
criteria. Yeah, it's a criteria to become a saint. It's like a miracle.
The whole criteria.
Yeah, it's like there's 7 things you have to do to become a saint or some shit, dude.
Yeah,
It's like
but
really
that's one of the things that I like. That's one of the things that kind of turned me off about the church, and probably why I'm like not religious now is because of stuff like that. Like, but anyways, that's just my opinion.
I'm gonna start driving to my house or something because it's kind of weird.
Yeah. I haven't had Zaxby since I was in Virginia, man. That's that good southeastern chicken, man. I need to get some of that, man. I got Popeyes though down the street, so.
Wish you Karen Wood.
Up, man.
Yeah, Popeye's pretty good. Wish you Karen Wood said, actually, Tom, you were familiar with the vibe. I think that's how you were able to see through David E. Taylor. Fuck yeah, dude. You saw the vibe, dude, and you knew it was a shitty ass vibe.
Familiar with the vibe. Think that's how vibe is a capital V. Is vibe? Does she mean like vibe, as in just the word vibe, or is that like something else? I don't know. I just want to make sure we understood correctly.
See, we got Lindsey Barnes super relating to this.
Oh wow, yeah. So I guess when they say, because I mean I spent a lot of time in the American South, right? Like,
yeah.
And so like I know what Baptist and Southern Baptist is, but you know, there's other denominations out there, right? And so maybe we're hearing from some folks that were maybe part of you know, maybe the Pentecostal movement or maybe some other types of Protestant movements that I'm just not familiar with. So it's interesting to hear this stuff for sure. Thank you for your inputs here.
Yeah, no, I grew up Southern Baptist too, and you said you grew up with a Protestant and a Catholic parent, right?
Yeah, but I guess the rapture stuff I'm not familiar with. Like, so it's interesting to hear that, you know.
Yeah, it's like that's the stuff that David preaches is like end times rapture,
that's like a
doomsday rapture crap, dude. That's what
yeah.
This is a very, very rough way of looking at it, very basic way of looking at it. But in my opinion, the Catholics are all about forgiveness and all of that. This is very, very high level rudimentary. There's probably people like who actually know theology who are like rolling their eyes, but in my view, it's like, okay, that's what Catholicism is all about. And then the Baptists were always like, you need to be saved. You need to be saved. If you get, and they just wanted to baptize everybody, even if they were 40 years old or 80 years old. You know what I mean? And they're like, hey, claim Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior right now, and then you'll go to heaven. That type of thing. And so, anyways, that's a very rudimentary, like I said, way of looking at it. But that's kind of what I found. I don't want to say the word funny, but there's a lot of differences, and that was interesting to me. But yeah.
Yeah, and so like David's thing, it's a whole mindset that part of it like requires you going into that building and like kind of going under that mind control. Like it incorporates like the music and like playing the same music over and over again. Like part of what we did there is they make you sit through like 3 hours of worship. And
yeah, that's why I never like going to Protestant churches, because I feel like a lot of the modern Protestant churches, at least in the United States, like they would have like a full band, like even like a drum set, electric guitar, and they would play 30 minutes of music at the beginning of every Baptist sermon. And then the preacher would finally come up and start preaching the Bible, and I could never stand that. And then that's why I converted to Catholicism, because I wanted something more traditional. I'm like, this is not church. This is ridiculous. Like, I don't want to stand and sing songs for 30 minutes. I don't want this. That's my opinion, right? That's my critique. I hated the quote unquote worship part, so I converted to Catholicism. And then
your opinion's a lie.
Now I'm not religious anymore, because
your opinion is a lie.
I've seen both. I've seen both sides of the spectrum, and don't really like either one. So I'm just like, okay, well, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again some other day. But right now, I'm not religious, anyways.
All right, we got another one popping in here on us. We got popping in on us. I think we got Oregon Digital popping in on us. We go ahead and admit him to the stream. What up? Is this Oregon Digital or what?
I think you can hear me.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Nah, chill. We got Lord Pender and we got Tom right here, brother. Hey, throw a shirt on, man.
Oh yeah. I'm going to right now, man. My bad,
cool.
bud.
Right on, man. Yeah, dude, any kind of nudity or shit, man, YouTube will fucking kick me off.
I'm just chilling at the house watching some football.
Who are you watching?
The Memphis game.
Oh, word. Okay.
College.
Okay.
In Houston.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Nice, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, man. What's up, everybody?
Right on.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up?
So Oregon Digital, you've been following the channel for a bit. What do you make of all this bullshit David's putting everybody through?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I've been on his property, so I know the movements. And
wait, is this Billy Martin?
Man.
Is this Billy? Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
Dude.
Okay, I thought somebody else.
I just put Joe, bro.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, hold on. That shit's super loud. Okay, cool. All right. So you were there on the property.
Yeah,
Tell
both of them. Ocala. Well, I first started at the Ocala estate, just doing some stuff there on a painting company, and it was sketchy from the beginning, man. Like everything's like wait. Hurry up and wait. You can't say nothing negative about the money, but it was just weird, man.
How did they contact you, Joe?
He found me from the Better Business Bureau because I got a good standing through him.
Okay, good. So you're self-employed. You own your own business.
Yep.
Okay, so that's good.
And that's pretty much how he contacted me, and he wanted a lot of work done. And
okay.
So I painted a big old fountain in the front and was going to do some other stuff, and never wind up going back, man. Just wind up kind of getting busy. But then he calls me like 6 months later, or he texts me and he's like, "Hey, just bought a big house. You interested?" And I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah, And boy, was it. And then that's when I really started noticing just weird ass shit, man. Like
Okay.
everybody avoids you on the property. Like if somebody's sitting down on a laptop or a phone and you walk by them, you can take like 5 steps and turn around and they're gone. It's like, what the fuck? And it got to the point where one of my employees that was working with me, he noticed it and he's like, dude, check this out. And I was like, I know, man. Just weird. You know, you got the big paper shredding machine showing up.
Well, your first day, what was your first day working like there? What was the first job they contracted you for?
That was in Ocala.
It was in Ocala?
Yeah.
That was to paint the fountain?
Yeah, that was to do the fountain, and I was supposed to be doing the exterior of the home, but you know, they always want some shit done and you give them a price and you just got to wait. And it's like, you know, they want you to lock yourself in with just them, but you don't ever hear back from them for weeks. And, you know, I'm not sitting around for that. I got jobs to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So the big house at Guasando de Avila, what kind of work were you contracted to do down there?
Everything. I was painting the whole exterior of the home, which was 28,000 square feet.
Fuck.
I never got to that point, but I did prep and paint the railings, the balusters. It was a lot of work, man. I was there for probably a month. I was there so long, I wound up picking up car wash jobs and shit, painting other stuff.
So say you were going to paint the whole 28,000 square feet on that house. What kind of bid would you have put in for something like that? Just roughly, right off the top here.
78 grand.
Okay, 78,000 to repaint the whole
and
house.
They didn't bat an eye at nothing, man. And they found out that I knew how to do gold leafing, and of course, you know, they wanted me to tackle that. But
now were you a registered vendor down there to get into that housing development where they were living at, or
no, dude? But you damn near. It's no joke getting at in it's called Avila Golf and Country Club. Yeah, you got to show driver's license. You're not going through that gate unless they contact somebody. It's very secure there, you know.
What was your most? You saw a lot of stuff while you were there. What's your most concerning?
The people, man. They look fucking miserable, dude.
Okay.
They're just zombies. They're miserable. Like you got 30, 40 people in one house, and you got 4 vehicles out front, 5 vehicles. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That don't make sense. They're controlling their lives, man. You know, like they're just getting weak-minded people, bro. Single women with kids, and they're like, I tell you what, you can live in these mansions. I'll let you use the freaking Bentley or the G-Wagon, or we'll chauffeur you to groceries or to Publix or McDonald's. You know, you have no worries at all. But give us your 401k, give us what's in your savings account. We'll see to it you have no worries the rest of your life. And that's what they fucking do, man. It's obvious, bro.
And you said you had a funny feeling from the get-go. Your first day there.
My wife did. My wife, this whole entire time I've done business with him, was like, no more. And I'm like, I'm chasing the money, you know?
Did they make you chase the money?
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Because I do estates anyways. I do big homes anyways. And that was like, that's the biggest of my portfolio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is like a little step up for our company. And of course I'm going to go tackle it. You know, I was driving an hour and a half there one way every day.
Where to Guasando de Avila?
Yeah, from my property here in Ocala. You know, it took me an hour and a half to get to Tampa area. Yeah, from my property here in Ocala. But yeah, man, I just feel bad for the people, bro. You know, you don't need a single individual, not even a preacher, really, to tell you to be right with God, bro. Like, I'm no saint myself, but it's just brain poisoning, bro. He's using money. He's just like that documentary I watched the other day, but the only difference is the people aren't dead yet.
Oh, it's with Jim Jones? It's fucking scary, right, bro?
Bro,
It's fucking sketchy,
I'm
right?
telling my wife about it, and she's in the shower, and I got goosebumps on me, bro, because I seen it. I know those people in the gym. They weren't allowed to communicate with nobody. They took them away from society. They did every fucking thing that David's doing except kill him.
Goddamn right he did. That's the only thing that hasn't happened
That's
yet.
the only thing that hasn't happened yet. He's drained their money. He's taken their families from them. He's fucking and you know, when people interview these people, it's just like the Jim case, man. He's practicing with his people before the media shows up and making them say nice things and telling them to say nice things. That's not what they want to say, though. But
How
they're
does this?
scared.
How
They're
does that?
scared of them.
How does the association allow that many people in a residence? Well, they got a lot of vehicles, and
because he's got it not under a home. It's listed under a recreational something. It's for business. At least the Tampa houses. I don't know how the Ocala's listed.
So how would that work? Would they do just rezone it?
It's a recreation center. You know what I'm saying? And that has to do with taxes, and it changes a lot of things, from my understanding.
Did David stay in the house down there with the staff?
No, I never seen David at all, man.
Oh,
ever.
so you never saw that piece of shit?
Yeah, because remember back when I was working there, that's when he was allegedly glowing like an idiot in some kind of shutaway.
Like look like a fucking alien.
You know, like that was then times. So when I was doing all that, he was apparently in shutaway or whatnot. But I was in steady communication with his right hand man, the main guy, every day.
Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph. And you know the sad thing is, I don't know if this is that guy still on here, the ex member.
Yeah, he's
The sad thing is, and I'm sure he's met Joseph. Have you met Joseph, right, bud?
Yes, sir.
Joseph is an amazing guy, ain't he?
Yeah.
I think he is. He's very humble. He's very well spoken. He's just caught up in this shit too, man. Unfortunately.
Yeah. No, so you met Joseph Bush.
Oh, I've hand to hand. Yeah, I know Joseph Bush very well, and we still kind of. Oh, well, I heard from him a week or two ago because I still got one of the custom exterior lights for his Tampa estate. I got to get back to him. So you know, we communicate a little bit, and he's very polite and wishes my family well. Hell, that dude's prayed with me.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, other than when I became a quote unquote enemy of the ministry, which that's fine. Then it becomes nasty, but he was a great guy besides that.
Yeah, no, I can tell Joseph has another side to him because beating around the bush, I pretty much let him know I knew what was going on, which is the reason I left that job. I literally abandoned that job. And he was, you know, they're trying to like get me to come back. And I just around the bush told him I knew what was up. And he's like, where did this come from? And I didn't want to be rude or disrespect the guy because he really is kind. So, you know,
so did you leave a lot of money on the table, or were they kind of pulling you around? Because the guy I had chauffeured around in Taylor, he was like saying that they were trying to lowball him on the job. What about you?
No. No, man. Hell, I got paid $1,500 to paint a fountain that took me 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? You know, because what I do is a little different. But no, it was never. But I will say this: it was always I got to get with Michelle. But Michelle, to me, he would always refer to her as his sister. But I put two and two together. I put two and two together down the road. You know. What?
Interesting.
I really do. I hate it for David, man. I wish I could just kidnap him and get him the hell out of that house, but that damn black Bentley coupe probably keeps him there.
Hey, did David pay up all the bills? Like, did he pay you up?
Yep, they've never batted an eye with my deposits. I've never been done wrong financially with him. I can't say that.
Okay. We got Oregon Digital in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Glad you can make the stream tonight, man. Good to see you.
Hey, what's up, brother? Yeah, I'm just at work. Sorry for the noise earlier.
No, you're good, man.
So I
So
wanted to ask a question to the guy here. So, before you joined up with with David, what was your biblical knowledge like? What was the hook for you to get involved with David?
thanks, man.
Is that
Oh,
for me?
hey, Al, one second, one more thing. Hey, Al, I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera because work.
Yeah, no, go ahead. You're good, dude.
That's fine, but it's just a lot similar to like that Elisa Kay video where she's from Liberty University. Like I basically like have the secular version of like Liberty University degree, and anyway, all these people, they want to be part of like the cutting edge move of God, and people also want it to be real. Like I want Jesus to really walk through my wall. It just hasn't happened.
Bro, you just got to get on your knees wherever you're at. You don't need another man. Just get on your knees and talk to him. That's all you got to do, man.
But
okay, but let me ask, because like, for instance, when you like, there's some things biblically that, well, actually, there's many things biblically that David completely teaches against. I mean, like, insanely so. Like when I first, I've had tons of conversations with Satanists, witches, pagans, Scientologists, Mormons, and I have not, in all the movies I've seen, I've never seen anything more blasphemous than David. So it's like,
wow.
I was like, so when I watch the videos, my jaw's to the floor. I'm like, I can't believe someone's saying these things. So that's why I was really curious as to like what was the hook? And you're saying it's because he was saying that he was seeing Jesus first face to face.
Yeah,
Is
and
that
there's
what
Bible verses for that. It says in John 14 that Jesus will manifest himself to us. So as a Bible believing Christian, I'm like, he's got the Bible verse right there, and I was sort of tired of the status quo at church. I was like, like it is kind of boring around here. But I didn't want all the other crap that David's doing, like that. I didn't want all the the other stuff. I just wanted like the pure unadulterated gospel or whatever you call it.
That good old Southern Baptist preacher.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? Hey,
Yeah.
well, the thing that I saw that was really striking with David, I came to an understanding, right? So if there's a God, right? God doesn't care about, if you're sick. I mean, like he's beyond that, right? He would have to be beyond that. Your problems couldn't be anywhere near something for him to worry about, right? So David speaks in a way where he basically calls Jesus on a whim. He's my best friend, and you're a created being, so it's like you're my best friend. Oh yeah, hey, I was talking with him yesterday. Oh yeah, that's my dog. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, David, really? So that's why I was really curious as to how someone becomes a follower of David. Okay, I guess I see what you're saying.
You got to give him some money.
Well, yeah, I mean that seems to be his driving force.
I'm
man,
just saying.
Well, theologically, I think is what he's getting at is like, spiritually, yeah, you got to give David money, but for Tom, it's like what Oregon Digital, what he said earlier was he was looking for that face-to-face movement of God.
Sure.
He wanted to see God, and dude, people out there legitimately want that in life, and it's when you
the
put
churches are failing. The churches are failing the people for sure.
Like that. Hardcore.
Yeah, I've talked with Joe offline, man, and I've had a good chat with him. Well, I had a good chat with him about what happened, a little more in depth about everything they saw there, man, and it is extremely fucking worrying of what's going on there.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's sad
to have these people behind these fucking high walls.
Yeah,
dude, that's the scary fucking thing about it, man.
Next thing you know, he's going to buy some land and freaking.
He's got land.
South Africa or something.
He's fucking got land up in St. Louis. He's got fucking 14 acres up there.
He's going to try to take everybody there, just like what's his name did, and live on the land. That's step 2. I mean, I'm joking, but in a way I'm not, because I've actually physically been on his property and seen people's emotions, and I've seen, dude, it's not good, man. You
get that gut feeling that something's wrong, right?
I get that gut feeling, and my wife is real spiritual. She's went to biblical college and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm like the black sheep in the house, and from day one, my wife was like, something's not right. Like out
Wow.
the gate. Yeah. And she was right.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
good.
I didn't want to get caught up in this. Like I would have been happy if I just went to Bethel Church with Bill Johnson and been one of the like Bethel people. And I was like, well, here I am like at David's thing, and this is different.
Yeah.
This isn't like neatly packaged. This is not neatly packaged whatsoever.
Well, it's
No.
no different. It's what you did was no different, dude, than just going to a new church, trying out a new church, you know?
You just saw through the bullshit quicker, Tom. That's all, man.
Yeah, you know, and you know, we don't my wife reads, you know, she's got like normally, she's got 2 Bibles by her bed right now. She reads out of the Hebrewic Bible because that's the real deal, you know.
Oh.
And the crazy thing is we tried to go to churches and this and that, bro, but it's not like it was growing up when I was younger, going to Waldo First Baptist Church. You know, like it's, I don't know how many times a preacher mentioned the offering tray, you know, and then he's like, and then they're telling you there's ATMs in the hallway to the left, and it's just like, whoa.
It's the snow job, dude. Did you see
Yeah.
Elvis? Did you see the movie Elvis?
What a great.
Right, dude? If you look at it that way, it's about the charisma, right?
Yeah.
Like how they
Yep.
made Elvis into a fucking kind of like a fucking pet, you know?
Yep.
It's like they kind of do that with some of these preachers, man. It's the fucking snow job, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you, Tom. I'm just saying it's like those charismatic preachers, they carry that, you know, that MO that they want to be rock stars like Elvis.
Dude, it's great just
Yeah.
to see one person that I can finally know now that got the heck up out of that shit. That's all. To me, that's awesome.
Yeah,
If
this
it's just one person.
Yeah, Tom was out of Tom, you were at the place up in Taylor. Yeah, and they like left Tom fucking high and dry, dude.
Yeah.
Like Tom left from Georgia to go be up there, you know, because he was legitimately looking for this kind of movement. And when he started asking questions, somebody asked a question. Tom, did anyone get mad when you said you knew what was up? Like, how did that process go when that happened? Were people upset at you? Did that?
I would have been scared to death to tell him that in person. I'd have had to tell him that shit over the phone.
No, I don't know. It just kind of like they just kind of asked me to leave. Like it wasn't like it was just kind of like it's like one time David was like giving a sermon and he was saying like somebody in here like you need to just get up and leave. And after the sermon, like one of the people who are still there, they were like, I think he might have been talking about you or like 1 or 2 other people. And I was just like, huh? Like, and I kind of felt like you don't realize it until it's like, oh, like you're not part of the group, and you realize the group is around, you know, like I don't know. It's like maybe it's like more like Fight Club than it is like Christianity, or maybe those two are the same thing. Like I don't know. Like they have like
It's like a religious fight club, huh?
Them dudes ain't gonna fight. I ran down on them already. Remember I told you about that?
Oh yeah.
oh really?
Did you ever have any?
I had to charge my phone, man. All right. So Joseph comes up to me on a Monday morning, and he says, "Billy, I need you. You know, your company and all the other vendors here have to leave for the rest of the week because we have somebody very important coming." And I'm like, "Are you sick?" Because you know he wanted me to donate, pretty much shut my whole business down and focus on him and him only. And I was fine with that because the job was so big. It equals out. It's fine. So then I show up Monday and he's telling me to go home for a week. And I got employees. You know, and I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, we got some very important people coming that, you know, they donate a lot of money and, you know, they want their privacy. And I needed to charge my phone.
Sound like a fucking Epstein paradise to you guys?
Right.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, and I went to go in the garage where he keeps all the like exotic cars, like the G-Wagon and the Bentley. I went to go in there to charge my phone, and they were vacuuming some Sprinter van out. There's Sprinter vans everywhere, dude. and two of them were like, whoa, 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 you know, like calmly though. They're like, whoa, what's up? And I'm like, I need to, and I'm pissed, you know, and I'm like, I need to charge my phone. And they're like, we'll do it for you. And once it got done, I was like, you know what? I'm not waiting on nobody no more. I'm gonna walk in there and get my phone. I did. I walked right by them and got my phone. And they literally, dude, they just fucking stood there. And I mean, like a hawk, and watched every move. And I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm just getting my phone and charge. You know, it's unnecessary, man. So secretive around there. So secretive.
You know, let me ask you: Did you ever see any justified abuse? In a lot of cults, they have you know, they make a person feel justified while they're attacking them, like physically, or really berating them, you know, verbally.
No. Everybody. I wouldn't lie about nothing. I see nobody with black eyes or blood or bruises. Everybody looked very healthy there. I can say that. You know, everybody was healthy. All the guys normally always wore a suit or like really nice clothes every freaking day, which is weird. Just in and out all over the house. Just all you know.
What were they?
Abuse. It's just mental, man. They're just brainwashed, man. It's sad.
What were they doing walking around? Just on the phone?
Just on laptops and phones 24/7, bro. 24/7. Laptops and phones. You know, because they got them 888 numbers and shit. You can call in or whatever and donate money. So you know they're all clocking on the internet, you know, and on the phones.
Maybe it's like when you sell life insurance, because I sold life insurance, and they make you dress up in a suit, and you got to go like do a bunch of cold calling and stuff.
Yep.
Oh, I bet they were selling life insurance, all right.
Yeah, right.
So Joe, you only did work with them for a month, then, right? Joe. Hey, Joe, can you hear me?
Joe.
I don't think Joe can hear you.
Joe, can you hear me? Mic check 1 2 3. Joe. Breaker 19. breaker. Hey, can you hear me, Joe?
Can you hear him?
Yeah.
Hey, can you hear me, Joe?
He can't hear you. He cannot hear you.
Yo, Joe. Old cartoon said.
Tony, can you fix this, please?
Man down. Man
there we
down.
go. Now I can hear you. You said you only did work with him there for a month, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was in Tampa for. You figure I was in and out the Ocala State for a few weeks, and then I was in Tampa for, hell, I don't know, a couple months.
Okay, and you said after that last interaction, you got the hell out, where they said that.
Yeah, once he came to me and told me I had to go home for a whole week. You know what I mean? That pretty much was the icing on the cake for me. And plus, my wife would have probably killed me if I'd have went back.
Yeah. Okay.
Because, you know, after a while, they got burnt somehow.
Yeah, they're in a federal lawsuit now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if I ever told you about the stage that we're building, right?
So what now?
Okay, so David is building this ridiculous ass stage, right? Down there in Gladeview, Florida, right? No bullshit. By a company called Movie Prop Rentals, a very well-known company, hardworking people like yourself, you know, out there fucking making their dime. So David contracts this company to build a stage, and he fucking reneges on the deal, man. Dude, they're suing him for $2.2 million now.
Good. I hope
Yeah.
they get it. I seen something like that. They owed money for all the prop stuff.
Yeah, all the fucking movie props and shit. Yeah, dude, he's building a stage. It's like equal to that of like a fucking satanic fucking ritual set. Who's winning the game, bro?
I don't know which one I got on here.
Michael H. Long's wondering, did you get the impression that the staff wasn't allowed to talk to you, or you with them?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Okay.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
bro. You weren't allowed to communicate with nobody. And if you even tried to, they would keep distance and, they'd be like, do you need me to get Joseph? And I'm like, yeah. And that'd be that.
Really? So they referred to Joseph or Michelle for anything, huh?
Yeah, everything had to be ran through Michelle before checks are signed and deposits were handed. She's like the accountant, I guess. I don't know, man.
One of the things I've wondered about with this and this whole thing is that, dang, who's the real power behind? Like, who's the mastermind behind this? Because David doesn't seem that smart. And I could be wrong. He could be some sort of
Michelle.
genius mastermind. Michelle.
Yeah, I think David's got the gift of gag to. He's a seller. You know what I mean? He sells you and brings you in. Michelle handles all the brains, and Joseph is the do boy.
He's a yes man.
He's a yes man.
Yeah. Yeah, the stage is getting $4,000 a month in rent, storage fees too, by the way.
Oh, that's ugly.
Since last year.
That's ugly.
Yeah, 4Gs a month, dude. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Plus he's gonna pay lawyer fees on top of all this. He's not. Yeah.
Well, for defrauding a company, I mean, you're gonna lose that 501c3 status, and then they're gonna really be in some serious trouble.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get at. Is like that's why I urge people to file fraud now, because this is the point where if fucking 500 people from the channel filled out one fucking form and sent it to the IRS, dude, David's ass would be grass. I guarantee it.
He ain't gonna get away forever, bro.
No, I've already. I sent out forms today,
Not
man.
gonna happen.
No, of course not.
It's just like a drug dealer, bro. That shit only lasts so long, brother. It's no different, man. You can't do people like that. You can't use God's name in vain and lying and using them for the wrong. You just can't do that, bro. Because I'm a believer, and there is a God, and I do believe in Yahweh. And you do not play with him like that. And he's playing, and he's letting him live his life. Where his death is going to be horrific. You can bet that.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, God is killing him very slowly. Like David's a fucking glutton. He is taking his fucking time. Yep. It is going to be fucking slow, arduous, painful, and fucking David's going to be like, damn, I really fucked up. Now I'm going out like a fucking piece of shit. Like,
yeah, he's going to hang himself in the federal penitentiary. It's what's going to happen. It may be 10 years from now for the feds actually put bracelets on him, but it's what's going to happen. If
his health lets him live 10 years, that is.
Exactly.
David's health is in bad shape. For sure. His health is in such bad shape. It's amazing he's lasted this long, really.
Does he still post like videos? Does he do anything new?
Yeah, he still posts videos, but they're all reruns. He posted the same videos. Let's see.
So there's nothing to date of him, doing anything.
Nah, he's spamming the platform right now. It's typical bullshit. He posted 8 videos of the same shit of him fucking Jenny Smith calling out the Queen's death, saying, "Oh, we prophesized the Queen of England's death."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but we did it in February, but we're gonna wait till after she died to tell everybody.
That lady old as hell. She ran its course.
Fucking nature ran. Fucking time ran its course with that one.
Yeah, that's just an old ass lady with the name of a queen, and she died of old age.
Right.
Oregon,
what were you gonna say, bro?
I was saying when I saw, I was like, man, she was gonna die anyway. I mean, she's 88. I mean, and listen, everybody that I've ever seen is gonna die. That's my prediction.
Yeah, we're living to die. Every one of us.
It's like you started dying the second you were born.
Yeah, like we're living to die.
And it's like second you were born, you started dying. Like fuck, man. You're all fucking gonna die someday, dude.
That's freaking pathetic.
Sucks.
Hey, original troll, we actually jack off to pictures of your mother. Just letting you know.
Who the hell is that?
Some fucking asshole. Some guy named Original Troll that likes to come here and drop little comments.
Do you guys jack off to women of David Taylor? To women of David? Okay.
Your mother.
Whatever.
Your mother. I have some pictures. You want to buy them? They're real cheap, dude. I found them on the internet.
How could you even get on this channel and say anything stupid about what we're talking about? They can't not know what's really going on right now.
No, this guy comes in and likes to talk shit on the channel every so often. He'll come in, say one dumbass comment, and he'll leave. I bet you his dumb. I bet you he won't fucking show his face on here like a little pansy ass. Hey,
That'd be
original troll, put your fucking money where your mouth is. Join the stream, you little fucking sack of shit.
yeah. What's up, buddy?
What's up, dude? Put your fucking money where your mouth is, dude.
Are you
defend
in?
yourself.
Are you in the Ocala area? Hell yeah! Touchdown, baby!
Touchdown in the motherfucking house.
Let's go.
Touchdown.
Houston then came back.
Nah,
Yeah,
wish you
I
cared,
wish-
but this guy comes in here every so often, drops one comment, and fucking bitches out. Exactly what he does.
You gotta have one Karen in the group, you know.
Wish
You
you
gotta
Karen
have
Wood.
Throw a rock and hide his hand. Gotcha.
I'll sick wish a Karen Wood on him, man. She'll fucking drop fucking. He'll fucking wish a Karen would. He'll wish a Karen wouldn't. Oh man. Dude, I'm gonna leave that comment pin, original troll. You get the pin for the night. Oh man.
Oh, I just read the comment he put. What a douchebag.
I know, what a piece of shit, right? Yeah, I don't care though. It's funny. I like when people come on and troll the channel because it lets me know they're watching and it just gives me the views.
The one saying that's already got their dick in their hand.
I know. He's probably the one watching like some fucking M for M and shit on porn.
Right?
She's
He
really,
got to fuck with us because he ain't got no chick around him to fuck with.
All right. He's like, this is my get off is watching you guys.
Bless his heart. Bless him.
I know Michael H. Long is probably David himself. It probably is. David, is that you,
That would
sweetheart?
be too funny.
It probably would. I know. Come on,
don't call
original-
him David. All right?
Don't call him
Don't call
David.
him David.
Hey, original troll, come on, man. Jump on the stream with us, man. Talk to us, man. Don't be scared.
Yeah, man, it's okay. We all talking shit.
Yeah, come on, man. I know it's David. It's probably David.
Come say it.
Well,
Come
I
say
don't
how
know,
we've
but see-
offended Jesus' friend.
But original troll, like it's too like the writing is too put together for it to be David. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I think there was a comment in that sentence that might have been a little
Oh,
advanced.
so it was grammatically correct. Mostly.
Yeah, see, it's
Okay.
written. It's too perfect.
Okay, no, yeah, that
Yeah.
was pretty
We don't
good.
have typos and be sporadic and just
I
like,
know. There'd be like fucking 5 spaces between like jack off and shit
Yeah.
like that, and like David E. Taylor or David Taylor would be like halfway capitalized and spaced out and shit.
yeah. This is too neat. Yeah.
It's actually Ashley, not David. Yeah, no, it's not Ashley either. Not Ashley. Bullshit.
Probably-
Come on the stream, original troll. Here, I'll put
It's
the link
Ashley.
in.
I
No, I think I might know who this is. I think this might be somebody by the name of bitter bad bitch or bitterness Barbie from he was one of our original channel members, and I got an email from him not too long ago. I don't know if it's him or not. Like he used to be part of our channel and he was a lot of fun, but
You good, okay.
I don't
You
know.
good, buddy?
Yeah, I
Oh,
joined
no,
late, but
I-
I didn't. There was nothing. There was nothing like awful said. Like there was nothing
I don't know
super
who this is,
disrespectful said.
Yeah, it's funny that they comes in and says that dumb shit like that. I'm pretty sure Ashley wouldn't be talking like that. Okay, original troll. Don't be a fucking little sissy and hide behind your screen name. Come on the chat and fucking put your fucking money where your mouth is.
He's changing his tampon.
I
We'll
know.
give him-
Fucking get the extra flow.
I'll-
Oh no, that's who we need is fucking bitter bad bitch. Yeah. We get bitter bad bitch in here, she'll fucking run shop on this fucking piece of shit. You don't want that.
So she joined JMMI?
Ashley? Yeah. The blonde girl?
No, bitter bad bitch.
No, bitter bad bitch is one of our channel members. But she's
Okay.
like, dude, when she gets in the chat, dude, she's a firecracker, bro. She's so much fun, dude. You get bitter bad, Chris Com, Lord Pender is gone too. Tom, dude, you fucking nail it with your comments too, bro. I'm telling you, man, you drop some funny comments in the chat, dude, for sure.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, hey Al, so who's the guy on Instagram with the channel?
That's my boy Bill Cosby ASMR.
Yeah, Bill Cosby. Okay, I've been talking
Yeah.
with him a bit on Instagram actually.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. He's good people, man. That's good people there.
Yeah, he seems we trip out a few times. We share a bunch of jokes.
Yeah,
He,
no, he's a kind of a like a nerd in a way. He collects like Halloween toys and shit like that, man. I was talking the other day, and he said he's got a 7-foot Frankenstein in his fucking house that he got from a collector, dude. Yeah, dude.
oh
Like
wow.
legit, and and he's like, dude, it's the original like Frankenstein fucking like monster, dude. It's like it's super fucking tall, bro. Yeah. So that's my boy Bill Cosby ASMR. Good people. He's a family man, you know. I'm working on a side project with him too. We're working on exposing a case out of LA, out of California. It was a serial killer by the name of it was the Sunset Strip killers, the Sunset Strip murders, right? And
Shit.
what we're starting to uncover there is a whole fucking cover up, and they might have the wrong guy in prison. I 100% believe that they have the wrong guy in prison. There's too much shit
Wow.
missing out of this fucking case for it to not for it. Dude's been on death row for 40 fucking years and they haven't executed him. Come on, man.
Wow, that's
Outta here.
insane.
Yeah,
That's extremely torturous.
40 fucking years, bro. Come on, get the fuck out. Why haven't you guys put him to death yet? Because they don't have the evidence. They don't have the DNA evidence, and they won't fucking test it.
Wow. I don't know. Good luck on that project for sure.
How did you get in contact with the painter contractor, Joe? That's badass. We have another bit of insider testimony. Hey, can you unmute? Oh, he's muted. I got him. Hang on. Hey, Joe, can you unmute your mic?
Oh, there we go. Is that better?
Yeah, there you go.
My bad. So what are they asking? How did I get in contact with who?
Yeah. How did you get in contact? Like Joseph, the cult contacted you to come do work for him, right?
Yeah, he found my business through the Better Business Bureau. Just called me one day.
Was there more work than what you talked about that they wanted you to do? You said they wanted you to go do gold leafing. You were getting ready to paint their house. What was it?
Both them houses were fucked up. And you're talking
They were.
$1 million homes. Yeah, man. Even though Cala House, the whole left wall, well, not the whole left wall, but a quarter of the left wall, the stucco's popping. So you'd have to tear everything out, possibly reframe, put wire mesh, restucco, retexture. A lot of crap. Them houses needed a lot of work, man.
Okay.
Even the Tampa estate.
Both of them. That's what I say out here. Is
the thing about the funny thing about the Tampa estate is the home is a living organism because it is travertine. Travertine is a living organism. It lives and breathes just like us. So if you don't take care of it, what happens? It crumbles. And I don't know. And all their travertine is bone dry. That I don't know. God knows the last time it's been stained. It's just falling apart. There's holes in the deck. It's pretty rough.
What, just in your opinion, from what you saw, what would it take to get this place up to par?
Between $500,000 and $700,000, easily, and that's including the guest house.
So at least $1 million.
Yeah, right. I'd say under $1 million. I'd say no more than $700,000. I mean, you got rebar popping out of all the pillars around the house. You know what I mean?
Shit. Oh, wow.
So you're talking about grinding rebar out, getting that Class C fiberglass mud, reforming, sand. I mean, it's no joke.
So there's like structural work that needs done, especially, and that moisture down there in Florida, I'm sure it tears those houses apart.
Well, yeah, and the house is built from travertine, and they haven't treated the travertine, so therefore when it rains, it soaks. That travertine's like a sponge, and it absorbs the water, and then it runs down onto the pillars. And then it gets in the pillars, and then it pops out that rebar, because when rebar gets wet, it'll flex, and now your rebar's sticking out of your foundation. Their trim, their pillars. It's bad, man. I'd rather live in the Ocala house than the Tampa house.
Did
sure.
got a question. Did you know of David E. Taylor before getting the job? And no, he didn't meet David or Michelle.
Dude, I didn't know what a freaking cult really was.
Okay.
I knew nothing. I thought he was just another customer calling me, brother. I had no clue.
Okay.
And then I just started watching and just paying attention.
What?
You know, and then when I got to the Tampa house is when I found out, because the other contractors working on another part of the house stepped to me telling me that they were a cult, that they've done research, and I'm like, what? So then I came home and got on YouTube, and sure enough found all the videos everybody else has seen and was like, wow, this is real, man.
Okay.
Like, if I would have just watched the videos but not been on the property, I wouldn't have judged them like that, because I don't know.
Yeah.
You can't, but I was there.
Yeah.
I was there.
So it's like you felt the negative. Even your wife said something was up there, so you guys felt the negative energy there.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
So there's definitely a negative energy rolling around. Yeah, your fucking spidey senses went the fuck off, is what Cat Mom says.
Yeah.
Your fucking like your creepers, like your fucking creeper alarm went off. Your awareness went off, like your gut instinct. You know, your spidey sense, your gut instinct tells you.
But in the beginning, I'm like, shit, my check's clear and I don't give a shit. And then I got to really getting involved and watching the people, and they just look fucking sad, man. Like, you know what I mean? I bet half them people get up in the van, you back it up and tell them ain't nobody gonna fuck with them. They'll get the hell out of there. Trust me.
Yeah, we think so too. That's our goal here, just to get the people out of there.
Yeah, they would. But then you'll have some that are hardcore and to the very end still believe, just like the Jim case. Or whatever that was. Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah. There's some very similarities. That's good. I mean, that's good that now that you're educated also on cults too, because now you can, but you got to recognize the behavior is what's important. You got to be able to recognize the signs and the behavior of a religious cult. The BITE model: behavior, information, thought, and emotion. You control the information.
Life is too precious and short to not be driving your own vehicle, not be going to Walmart or Publix and getting your own food, not taking your children to a baseball game or football. Like, life is and these people are never going to experience this shit as long as they're in that house. Not that it's my business or our business, but it's just a fucked up thing. It's against the law, bro. If we do something against the law, guess what? We get arrested, we go to jail.
Yeah, but it's once you do shit in the name of God, it's all fucking cool. It's you put God in the mix. Hey man, right on. Go right ahead. Perfect.
Yeah. Oh. But what them people don't realize is for them it makes it even worse, because they did put God involved and now they're playing with him. So really that's on them.
Who signs the checks?
Michelle, if I'm not mistaken, her signature. She's the one that does all that.
Okay, Michelle.
That's incredible. So you in seeing, when you looked online, what was the most striking thing that you saw? Like what would you try to say? You know, dang, they were right. This is a cult.
Well, when he claims that, what really struck me is that when he claims that he had a dream and he seen Jesus. And when he said that, that really kind of struck a chord with me, because I am familiar with the Bible and I am a believer, and nobody has seen Jesus. Nobody. And nobody is going to see Jesus, and he's waiting on everybody to get their life together, and then he's going to come back. Anyway, just a lot of the stuff he said is not in the Bible, period. There's no shutaway. Jesus never locked himself in a room for years or days or even 1 minute. That never happened. He didn't glow with fire.
Maybe when he was like locked in after he's crucified and they locked him in like his shrine. That was the only time Jesus was locked away.
He'll glow on fire when they cremate him. I mean,
I got another question here. This is a real good one. It's from Cat Mom. Were people coming and going? How many people do you think live on the property?
Nope. Nobody. The only people coming and going on them properties were vendors. That is it. Or Joseph Bush. That is it. Nobody was coming and going. They stayed inside. As soon as they stepped outside and seen another person, they dipped back inside. You know,
Wow.
I fucked with them for months between both jobs, both houses, and never, not one time was I able to say one word to anybody but Joseph Bush and maybe one other person, because they keep that much.
Was it mostly men or women that you saw there?
I'd say half and half.
Okay, so you saw a mix
I'd say
of both.
half and
Okay.
half. Yeah, black, white, Asian, Chinese, Spanish, you know, all over the world, from everywhere, from all over.
Yeah, that's really something that he's
You
able
know.
to attract such a diverse group of people. That was one of the things I did notice, and he
Yeah.
was able to surround himself with them.
Yeah,
The-
from right
Yeah,
Oregon.
and they're beautiful people, and you would never think that, like,
And not only that, they
you,
seem to be really competent. You know, they seem competent
yeah,
people.
man,
Yes.
very
Yes.
competent and beautiful and smart, and it's like, how are you this stupid though? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
Like,
the charisma.
what's not
It's-
firing in your brain to catch this?
It's the snow job once again, man. It's like they look up to him for something, like Tom was saying.
It's the
like,
money, bro. It's the money.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put you in an estate. You know,
Yeah.
we drive nothing but freaking G wagons and Bentley coupes and Sprinter vans. That's a fact, because that's all that's on all the properties I've ever been to. Bentley coupe, G wagons, and Sprinter vans. Like, you know, there at any time there'd be $500,000 in vehicles in the yard. You know.
Is it all age groups or mostly young people that you saw there?
You know, honestly, it is a pretty tight group. I'd say 30 and under.
Okay.
You know, because there's a lot of younger looking people there.
The Sprinter vans, were they the Mercedes Sprinter vans?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're normal vehicles though, were those Suburbans, them all black newer Suburbans. Looks like the FBI freaking Suburban.
Yeah, I think they have like a few of those. Yeah.
They got quite a few of those.
Yeah. See, that's guys. That's why I think there's human trafficking going on, because they have all these fucking cars, all these fucking houses.
Dude, the day I left that Monday, there was well over $1 million just in Sprinter vans in his yard. That didn't include the Bentley, G-Wagon, the SUVs, just in Sprinter vans.
Christ.
Yeah, I think the money is what holds us all together.
Yeah, it is. And it is a comfortable thing. I get that. It is a comfortable thing. But damn, after a while though, bro, weren't you like I want to get my vehicle and go bowling, or I want to go fishing, or you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure after a while you're like, man, this kind of sucks, you know?
I didn't, actually there was like one or two times where seems like Joseph was like maybe like putting out there like I could get onto some sort of paid position. But other than that, like it's it is what these other people are. They are living off of David one way or the other.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's like feudalism, like he's like their feudal lord, and
I mean, dude, if the state you stayed in looked anything like the two states I've been involved in, it can be convincing, It's talking luxury at its finest.
yeah, it was really nice. Like the set, that set had like a really nice like aura to it, where he does the filming in Taylor, Michigan, and it's like you said, it is kind of appealing, but the other stuff isn't.
No, it's not. I'm sure, man. Cool thing is, bro, you're out of it. You can focus on God. You got a Bible, right? That's he.
Yeah.
To be honest with you,
I'm right. That's where he's at, man. In the
says
Bible.
in the Bible, he wants you to be intimate with him, bro. He wants you to get by yourself on your knees and cry to him if you really want to find him. You know, that's he does. It doesn't say nowhere in the Bible, go find a wealthy man that has multiple estates and
Millions of dollars.
Yeah, millions of dollars. It doesn't say that in the Bible. It says in the Bible to get by yourself and get on your knees and cry and beg and confess your sins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah, man. For sure. And,
That's the proper way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things every time I hear it, I just kind of really it cracks me up is when David talks about how much of a hardcore gangster he was. He was out in the street killing people and slinging drugs. I'm like, bro, you were nowhere near that stuff, man. I can look at your face and tell you what those.
David is 12. He is the police.
Yeah, Lord Pender was Lord Pender. Were you able to tell if David was living down there in Florida? Did you see any bedrooms or much furniture? I mean,
No.
okay.
I've been in both houses, but dude, it's like, you know, you got to wait for everything to be right before Joseph would take me in the house. So when I did, it was straight to where we were going, and that was that. But they're empty. There's the house in Tampa, bro. It's empty. It's just beautiful. There's you know, hell, I looked in one room. You know, I got 2 mattresses on the floor. Hell, that's how I'm living right now in my rental until my house gets built.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like you got this $8 million house. You ain't got one couch in the entryway, none in the foyer. There's no furniture, no nothing.
So he's got these big ass mansions and they're not even fucking furnished.
Nah,
That you
there's
could
nothing
see?
in them. Nah, there's nothing in them.
So what the fuck would he buy him for if he's not going to furnish the motherfuckers?
To because he's furnishing his houses with human bodies. You know,
We did the virtual walkthrough on that house, and it's absolutely fucking amazing. I mean, the
it's
house
you
is
talking about
beautiful.
the one in Tampa.
Yes, sir. That thing's
Oh, dude.
absolutely. It's beautiful.
It's
Absolutely fucking immaculate.
the
But
stairs are just the biggest pieces of marble.
Yeah.
It's made out of marble. Like, how do you do that?
Dude, it would
Yeah.
Lord Pender, it would probably cost more than $500,000 to furnish that motherfucking mansion, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's almost a $30 million house all day. They stole it.
Yeah, they got a good deal on that. Like
Oh,
the
they're
guy
gonna
who knows
sell
what's
it.
up. Yeah, they're gonna sell it. They're gonna sell to get out of
They're
this
gonna-
fucking lawsuit.
Yep, they're going to sell it, and they're going to make a shitload of money, rightfully so. But it is, yeah, they're going to sell that house.
Fuck.
I like what this one guy talked about, the paying the price stuff that David goes on about, that he like paid the price. He like fought the devil for 7 years to earn all this stuff.
Yeah.
That's some of the stuff that was like everyone was thinking about. Like all the people there, like they believe it. David has like fought the devil for 7 years, and that's why that they go and be David's like human traffic people, basically.
Because he's like, I fought the devil and I'm the fucking 5-star general of the world. I'm the 5-star general of the whole fucking cosmos. I fought the devil, just me and him.
And
We duke it out.
Yeah. And these bodies that are inhabiting these houses, they kind of believe it. They also don't have, any money to do anything else but be there, and it's kind of weird.
That's what we talked about before too, Tom, is like if these people leave, they're not gonna have shit really.
No, it's just
Hell
like
no.
I was in my car, man. And
Yeah.
I just like that's part of why I was willing to check it out, because I was sort of in a very nomadic phase of my life, and a lot of these people, are, they're looking to, like, I was considering, like missionary work, and a lot of people are, in the same mindset that get involved with this, so they see themselves as missionaries. I'm a missionary.
Yeah.
And
Oh, Lord Pender brought up a good point. He has an attitude that because he's been a preacher for 30 years that he is owed all this luxury now. Yeah, David, get the fuck out of here. Not according to the 501c3. It says, according to the 501c3, David, you should be living in a fucking cardboard box.
yeah, like he had $1 million and he gave it all back to God or something, he said. So
We're talking to this guy. This guy said he got a fucking private jet and fucking gave it back.
yeah. So he just grifted another $1 million.
Yeah, and here's the thing, and what we talk about, Tom, we've talked about it. This is like a multi-tiered Ponzi scheme, right? With the stage, with the fucking Amway Arena, with the Convoy of Miracles, with everything. Like the stage, he can't have the Convoy of Miracles without the stage, right? The trucks don't even fucking work. No doubt the diesel fuel is turning to fucking gel. I mean, the whole scam that he has, it can't work. Can't.
He said, "What about diesel fuel?"
Oh, because remember he's got these fucking fleet of trucks. Well, he's only got 2 trucks, I think, but he's got these trucks that he bought, and if he doesn't drive them, like diesel fuel turns to gel after a while.
That's true.
Oh yeah. I got 2. I got a 6, 7. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Because he's that stage that lawsuit, Joe, that he's in, the lawsuit that he's in. Like he was going to take that stage and go to Orlando and fucking heal all these people that have cancer and shit and people with like missing limbs, right? That's what he was preaching some years ago.
Bro, that's dude. That's just how that other guy started to convince people to get in his ministry. That Jim guy.
Jim Jones.
Jim Jones, that's what he did, bro. He claimed to heal and take casts off, and you don't have a broken. That's how they reel him in, and then once they get him in, now they don't heal no more. We're just going to financially take care of you, and you're going to do what the hell we say.
Yeah, they also said they're also going to get a skyscraper.
Yes, they did. Yeah, dude. Joseph told my wife and I personally, the first day I went and did the Tampa job, that they were thinking about buying a skyscraper in New York, and then they would personally fly us over there to give them a bid on it. True story. I was like, first thought in my head was
fucking liar.
First thought in my head was, I'm not going to New York because they got mask policies and all that fucking democratic bullshit. You know, but I was like, that was so random. You're gonna fly me and my wife to New York to what are you gonna fly my truck and trailer too if I want to do the job? Like,
hey, he's buying a cargo jet, so he might be able to do that. Remember, he's gonna buy a big fucking cargo jet,
like one of them big military things you put Hummers in and shit.
Yeah, he was talking about his Convoy of Miracles. Oh, we're getting a massive cargo jet from FedEx. Yeah, he said he's homies with the guy from FedEx and that. Oh, I'm going to talk to this guy and we're going to get a FedEx.
He did say that they were also. He said that this was going to happen soon. That they were building like a 30,000 square foot place for everybody to meet, or whatever you would call that, another recreational thing.
Yeah, I think they're going to try and build it up at their place up in Chesterfield, the 1216 Babbler Park Court, because it's a big property, but they can't because of engineering codes.
David's like Kanye, because one time Kanye West was like how much is planet Earth? And like David is like basically like Kanye West, but like he takes it like seriously. Like Kanye West will say that and we're like, oh, he's an artist. But David's like no, I literally I defeated the devil, and I have the deed to planet Earth. I can't preach on that, but that's actually what happened. Like that's the kind of David thinks like almost on that level that he's the king of planet Earth.
Yeah, he calls himself the apostle.
Hey, David. David's the king of the fucking cosmos. Okay, get it right. He's the king of the whole. He's the king of the whole fucking Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, you have to pay extra money for that message, though.
Yeah, you gotta pay extra.
Well, I thought he was the multiverse pope. The multiverse pope.
Right. Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
that's
yes.
it. Take your pick.
What he's acting like.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the pope of the multiverse.
The multiverse pope.
The fucking like was it the Avengers multiverse universe?
He had the damn keys on the stage.
He's all these are the keys to the kingdom, and nobody else can have them but me.
What a
those are just my keys.
He may have the key to the kingdom, but I got the gate code.
I know.
I got the deed.
I'm like, motherfucker, I got the gate code.
I got the zip code around
here. Let's see. Kennedy Mueller at Tom. Does Joseph really believe in David E. Taylor?
That's a great question.
I think this guy can answer it just as well, but yeah. for sure, right? Like he's a yes man, and it was crazy. Like another synchronicity is I came to David Taylor's in the same kind of Jeep as Joseph. Like it was a Jeep Classic that was tan, like a classic, yeah, like a Jeep Cherokee, I guess, like the old Jeep Cherokee that was tan. But yeah, Joseph, he completely believes in this stuff, and he's well, because he could go do his own thing. Like he could be like a local pastor for sure.
Like
Joseph
Joseph's-
also said that he went to sleep and seen Jesus, and then he seen a book on a counter that he opened it and it had JMMI, and he said that the names on the book were the people that were going to heaven, and that was the names of the people from JMMI.
Yeah, that's what he said. Like people have dreams like that, and it's like I didn't have a dream like that, man. And y'all are doing some crazy stuff. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, you had that
Pretty
dream.
much he said that we're going to hell and only JMMI is going to heaven. That's what he said.
I respect his experience. Like that's cool. Like I told you guys I had a premonition dream that like actually happened of David Taylor Street, and then David Taylor was dead, you know, and they wouldn't want to hear that. But I had that experience, and that's my personal experience.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just telling people what they want to hear.
You know, it might be maybe a bit more insidious because it's like he keeps pushing the ante. You know, might have started off with, maybe it started off with a more cohesive message, but it just kind of got pushed and pushed and pushed. And now all of a sudden he's the Pope of the multiverse, right? Where it's like, okay, yeah, Jesus is my friend. Oh no, Jesus is my cousin. No, I was there at creation. You know, he just pushed the envelope more and more.
Dude, I should low-key.
Yeah,
I think I should join. I'm being serious. I should low-key join, and like I'll be the black sheep though. I'll like have whiskey at the house. You know, I got a medical card, so I'll like smoke weed on my balcony and shit. Have my kids pull up to the gate on their 4-wheeler and dirt bikes and raise hell. That'd be great.
You know how the Indian scammers, you get the scam phone calls, and the story is like ridiculous. Okay, so that's weeding out the smart people because when they get someone on the phone, they know, hey, you believe my story. You'd hung up by now if you didn't. So that's really what it is. Lowest common denominator.
And you brought up a good point there, Oregon. Is Jim Jones did the same shit. He pushed those people a little bit farther. Like this. Think of it like this: you put a frog in a fucking cold pot of water, right? Set it on the stove, and you heat it up real slow. What's it gonna do? It's gonna sit there and cook itself until it fucking dies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take that same pot of water and you boil that motherfucker, then try to throw the frog and see what happens. It's gonna jump the fuck out. That's the same concept of what these cult leaders do. It's like putting a fucking frog in a cold pot of water, setting that motherfucker on the stove, and heating it up real nice and slow, like.
That's exactly it. And all the people that are there right now, that's what it's like. They're stuck, and they have too much sunk cost, like we've talked about, to get out, and they have no better alternative.
Too much invested. Yeah, too much invested.
Oh. We're talking
are the women allowed to date? You know what I mean?
Nope.
Do you know
they date David
now, taking them on dates or anything?
Nope, they are not allowed to date. David is their date.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask about. I was going to ask about that before, like if there were ever any marriages done inside of the church.
Nope.
That's not suspicious at all.
Yeah, I didn't see people getting together when I was there, other than like that one that got pregnant, which was illicit, but nobody was getting into like open.
It was Jenny Smith, Steve's daughter. Remember?
Yeah,
it was Jenny Smith.
Yeah, so that just was like a oopsie. But as far as people having like a culture and like pairing off of each other, none of that was no healthy. He broke up marriages. Like that was what would happen is people would break up marriages to join this thing, but nobody was pairing up.
Well, that definitely checks a box. That definitely checks the cult box too. That's one of the check boxes on the cult.
Yeah. You distance family members. That's one of the first key things you do is you distance the people from their family, loved ones, family, whatever. You get them the fuck out of that thought process. That way you can start reforming that information and that thought process. That's part of the bite model. You get the information under control, then you can control the behavior, thought, and the emotion. You got to control the information first.
Yep.
They have Bible verses to back up all of this, like David's, getting divorced, like Moses got divorced, and it says in the New Testament it's better to be single, so they'll tell them to divorce their spouse and serve the Lord instead. They have
God made Adam and Eve for a reason.
Yeah.
He didn't make Adam and Steve.
Adam and Steve.
or Roger or Egbert or any other.
Yeah, or Tracy and Lacey.
Right.
I mean, I'm just saying. It's like they take the words in the Bible and they don't understand it and they add their little twist to it or something. It's weird.
And if they start getting real defensive, here's the thing is David would make everybody basically little public figures underneath him. Like when I was there, they were like, make YouTube videos, make Facebook posts, like turn yourself into a platform for David. So, and people were really nasty, like really nasty. So now if they're on the defense and they're like, oh, leave me alone. Like I'm just a private person. Like that's not how it was before. They were guns blazing public to David Taylor, each and every one of them.
Well, if you look at any of the cult members' Facebook pages now, they're like Matthew Moore is one of our other channel followers. He brought up a good point. It's like their Facebook pages are almost fucking shrines. They're basically shrines to David. It's
right.
There's no pictures of don't call him David Joel Gonzalez 22 in the motherfucking house. Yeah, their whole Facebook pages are fucking shrines to David. You don't see any personal profile pictures or anything about their lives up there. It's all David, man.
It's a picture of them with David is like the crowning jewel of their Facebook.
Did y'all see the one video with the two young ladies were talking and the one girl was talking about how she quit nursing school and gave up everything in college to
Alyssa?
join the ministry? Is that who that is?
Probably.
I was like, oh, my wife is a nurse, bro. So, I know the kind of success she's had and the kind of income, what kind of life it is. And I'm like, wow, like, how the hell do you convince a woman to give up nursing, like, that kind of career?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And you're such a young lady, man, just gave up everything.
Michael H. Long got a question here. I went ahead and posted it for you, Michael. Or Tom.
No, like we said, like Jonathan and his wife got attacked by David's staff.
Yep.
And he should get on here and talk about it because that left like marks on his body. And that guy Thomas, who you got into like a little argument with, like David put his hands on Thomas and grabbed him like this kind of thing around his neck. And Thomas at the time was in that mindset. He's like, oh, well, if David's a man of God, he's going to beat me up right now. But nothing really happened because David's like physically in bad shape. So when that happened, like Thomas's mind control broke a little bit, but as you saw, he's still, kind of on the fence about it. So
they're really nice people too. Jonathan and his wife, very nice people.
Yeah, and super nice people, like super. Just asking too many questions, and they like flipped him over on his chair, and like that. I don't know, like that's just kind of like really out of pocket. It's really out of pocket for what they're claiming to be.
I don't think it is Kennedy Mueller.
Sounds like a police scanner in the background.
I think one of our guys is. It's cool.
I think he's a security guard.
No,
okay.
not security. The other one.
Okay, you're cool, man.
So-
Right
so-
on.
so-
I like that we have one on our team. I like that we have one on our
Sorry.
team.
Sorry
You're
about
good.
that.
I like that we got a good guy on our
absolutely.
team. Yeah, I like that we got you on our team.
Very nice.
Security, baby.
Yeah.
Fuck you, David.
Controlling these
Fuck
streets.
you, David.
Controlling these streets out here.
Is that the guy? Is that the guy who had kids, Thomas? Kennedy Miller, can you be a little more specific on that question? Is that the guy who had kids?
What, Thomas? Oh, yeah, he does have some kids. And Thomas, like, he was very open about his name and everything. He is a truck driver, and like, there was a video of David like talking to Thomas. You know, he's like, "Yeah, you should come by JMMI more often," like, because Thomas would stop there as a truck driver. And the other guy that connected me was named Bradley, and he was a truck driver that was manning the phones. And he left. Like, Bradley, his dad died, and he like went to bury his dad, and they didn't want to let him go because they knew once he left, he would come back, and that's what happened. Bradley left and never came back because
was Brad Eastman.
No, that's a different. That's a young guy.
Okay.
No, this guy's like in his 50s.
Okay.
So they're getting people in their 50s. Yeah, I know Brad Eastman. That guy posted. They post some like aggressive stuff on David. I saw that guy posting some like aggressive stuff, but then none of them call in. You know, like none of them call in, but you know that some of them are watching.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, David.
Hello, David. Hello, Joseph.
David.
So I
Don't
want
call
to
him David.
discuss this stuff with like people that aren't in the cult. You know, like this has been great. Like I said, I let it go like 5 years ago. You know, like that's a long time. I let it go, or 6 years ago. But at the same time, like it's worth discussing. Like as a topic, this is worth talking about. You know, for
Probably good for you too, man, to be able to express yourself and get things out.
It really is. Not gonna lie.
Like a therapy, man. I get you.
Yeah, we're glad you're out, dude. We're glad you're here sitting talking to us
Hell
and
yeah.
having this conversation with us. And hopefully there is some of David's people watching. That way they can see, damn, this guy was here and he's out here talking about it now. Damn, what he's saying is some of the exact same shit that I'm dealing with this piece of shit. Maybe he's right. Maybe this is a cult. Because all it takes is to plant one fucking seed, dude.
And I like that you have multiple, you know, you're doing multiple projects. So for me, it is kind of about David Taylor, but you're doing Catherine Crick. You're doing this like guy that's locked up in jail falsely. Like you have a lot of hobbies. You're not just obsessed with David, which is
No, it's a couple others. It's more injustice, man.
yeah.
I'm more of an activist for injustice, man, because I think we can all sit here and agree on one thing, that our system is fucking corrupt as it's ever fucking been. Right now, this very fucking day and age, that our system has gone as about as corrupt as it's ever
Pretty
gonna
corrupt.
fucking be, man.
Pretty
Yeah, it's
corrupt.
bad. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what side of the aisle you're on. I really don't, because I don't take sides. Our government's corrupt. Whether you're fucking Democrat, Republican, individual, fucking lefty, righty, up or down, or whatever the fuck, our government is corrupt, man. They don't give a fuck about us. If they did, shit like this with David wouldn't be happening. Because this is corruption down at the very basic institution of our fucking democracy, the church, dude.
They could give about every single one of us $1 million. You know, where are they spending their money on?
Yeah, I was watching about when they did a bit on televangelism back in 11 years ago, and they were saying, oh, it's like a $2 or $3 billion a year industry. Now it's probably like fucking $50 billion a year these assholes are bringing in, man.
Hey, did they celebrate Christmas? Like Christmas trees? Did they put Christmas trees up or anything?
I wasn't there. I was there in like the summer.
Yeah. I seen them with a big Christmas tree in Ocala, and it's funny they did, because that's not even a thing, bro. In Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2 through 4, it clearly states in there, you're not to teeter a tree and decorate it.
Yeah.
That's Christmas. It's a pagan thing, man.
Yeah,
You know
tree.
what I'm saying?
That's why they call him a pagan heathen bastard.
Yeah, it's not even.
I decorate a
real, bro.
motherfucking Christmas tree.
They kind of pick and choose what they want to do.
Yeah. Well, if you're as hardcore as he claims to be, that's wrong, because technically that's not going by the Bible. And a lot of Christians don't realize that Christmas is not in the Bible. It's actually, I'm telling you, if you have your Bible by you right now, I can word
No,
for word.
I've heard that
show
before.
And
Yeah.
you know what God wasn't actually born during Christmas.
Yep.
Jesus was born during the shearing of the sheep, which is spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of other angles that I didn't even think about.
Yeah,
And
it's true. The Bible
is a day for rest. You're not supposed to do nothing on Saturdays, according to the Bible. That's what the Bible says. It's not Sunday, it's Saturday. You know, I've just been to prison a lot. I've done a lot of time, so I had a lot of time to read. Unfortunately, you know, I'm a changed man, but that's how I educated myself, between the penitentiary and being 23-hour-a-day lockdown in some rough places, and my wife teaching me. Do I live that life? No, man. I'm an honest person. I'm a realist.
But you fucking learned, huh? You learned your lesson, man.
Yeah, I learned my lesson. I learned about God and who I do believe in, because I am a believer. Now, do I walk that path 100% and follow the 10 Commandments? No, I don't, man. But, you know, hey, we all got room to fix ourselves, you know?
Yeah.
But nobody does and nobody can. So
no, for sure.
Yeah. You just
hey, Joe, do you know that house in Ocala was actually given to them?
Really?
It was quick claimed over to them. Yeah.
Oh.
That house in Ocala was given to them. They didn't pay a fucking dime for it, man.
Wow, must be nice.
I know.
That the pool at that Ocala house is the most beautiful pool I've ever seen in my life.
David will fill it up with his fucking greasy ass fucking sweat fucking drops and Jerry curls in a fucking month.
Looking like Pinky from Friday.
Yeah, sorry.
Remember Pinky on Friday with the afro?
He's on great. What up?
Hey.
You mentioned earlier that glowing, that video with that picture where he was glowing. Anybody else? He reminded me of Fraggle Rock.
Yeah, Fraggle Rock, right, Origin?
That's really what he reminded me of.
So, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping this up. It's going on 11 o'clock here, and I know it's getting late for some of you guys. I know some of you guys are on the East Coast, and Origin, I know you're on duty, man, and I want you guys to be safe.
John, I did want to say something to you though. On November 17th, can you? I'm down in Miami, but on November 17th, could you make it to Tampa?
Could I make it to Tampa?
Yeah, if I invited you to an event.
November 17th. Where's my calendar?
No, sorry, my bad. It's the 18th. My bad. It's a Saturday.
So it's a weekend.
Yeah, it's a weekend.
November? No, I'm working. I'm busy in November, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would. My business is picking up real busy.
All right,
now.
That's
good.
I was gonna get you VIP into the event. But anyway, there'll be another one. The next one, which is this month, is in London. The one after that's gonna be in Tampa. So it's a MMA event, bare knuckle fighting.
Oh,
nice.
Dude,
nice,
I wish I could go.
Yeah, don't worry. And any of them that comes, it's I can be able to get you in. So it's not the end of the world. So.
Okay, cool, man. Well, and you know what? There's a lot of people out there. Like, I would love to come see with some of the followers. I got Chris Com out there. He's been a big supporter of the channel. You know, you guys have. I think Tom's out there too, right? You're down in Florida, Tom. Yeah. Okay. So Tom's down there. You know. Yeah, and I've never been to an MMA fight, dude. I'm all about it, man. You let me know anytime, and I'll road trip it. I would love to make a road trip out to Florida.
Every fight's a knockout or referee stoppage. They don't go the distance at all.
Nice. Okay.
But anyway, you know, I'll send you some photos. You know, I'm doing my podcast thing out there and other stuff. So.
You do a podcast too? Hey, send me the info on your podcast, man.
Well, I got into an argument with the company that's going to be with Monty and LaFaro. I got into an argument. So we had started up everything, marketing, T-shirts, everything. And then it kind of fell apart, but we're still going and we're going to be kicking off the podcast at some point. But we've been doing fighter interviews. We've been doing everything. So the podcast is still coming. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
as a matter of fact, one of the people we're going to be interviewing is Muhammad Ali's ex-wife, Khalil Ali. We're going to be getting her as well.
No way, you're gonna interview Muhammad Ali's ex-wife.
Yeah, she's an amazing lady. She's a freaking fifth
Nice.
degree in judo. She's a really, really smart lady. So, but we've done a bunch of interviews and stuff already. Just we haven't been releasing it. But our YouTube channel it is Knockout Sports Talk.
Knockout Sports Talk. All right, I'll look
Yeah,
it up and I'll get the link in here, man. We'll check that out for sure, man. We'll definitely get
And
you
also-
rolling on that, dude. That's cool, man.
and also Instagram. It's on Instagram as well.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, we'll definitely get you rolling there, dude, for sure. That sounds
Yeah,
like a lot of fun.
But for one of these events, I definitely want to get you out to them, and we'll meet in person. And also, I had another idea, and I'll email you on it
Okay.
while I'm in Tampa,
Okay.
nearby a certain someone.
Okay. Cool, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Really do. Thanks for following the
Of course.
channel too, man. I appreciate you tuning in with us and talking with us tonight, man. I really do, and giving your input, because once again, we have all people from all walks of fucking life here. David, you can't fuck with this, dude. Do not fucking get it. He's like, can I get another cheeseburger? He's all,
The
that's what I
Luther.
would like.
Let me get another Luther.
He's all, let me get another double Luther burger, please. Let me make it a double. But yeah, let's go and wrap it up there, guys. Tom, fucking thank you, dude.
Yeah,
Thank you
man.
for coming here
Thank you.
Shout out
and
to
being the
Tom.
face, dude. And Tom, this is so big that you put your face on it, dude, because you know what this is gonna do? This is gonna set precedents for other people to start leaving fucking religious cults, dude.
I really would like that because
It really is, dude. It really fucking is. It's gonna be a trickle effect, and then it's gonna like somebody turn on the fucking faucet, bro, and it's just all these cult leaders gonna be like, well, what happened? Well, people started waking up and started realizing the truth.
yes,
You know? So
that'd be great.
y'all have a good night. Tom, Joe, thank you. Y'all fucking hit me up anytime. I have all the information in my channel description. Joe, thanks for coming on and letting us know what you saw down there. Because this is putting all these pieces together. All this right here, the podcast, the channel, everything, everybody in here talking about it. You guys coming in, talking about it. Oh, we're going to do this again. Yeah, no, this is the first of many. This is the first of many. So again, Chickpea, Lord Pender, all y'all for in the chat tonight. Thanks for being active participants. That's really big in this. I would really like for everybody to be active participants in this group because this is a fucking tough topic to fucking decode religious cults, man. You better have your fucking spirit wired fucking tight on this one, man. You better have your fucking soul wired fucking tight with this shit.
Put your
Anybody.
seatbelt on.
Yeah, put your fucking seatbelt on. Have your pucker factor to watertight. And if you're down for this, stick around for the ride, man. This is David's the first. David's the first, man. But y'all have a good night, man. Thanks for being here.
Later.
Y'all are amazing, dude. Appreciate you.
All right.
See you guys.
All right, guys, take care. Later.